There we go. Ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with... Come on, you saw the timer. Can't go into
Come on, I told you I was gonna go and grab my food. Along with me, Feast and Mighty Lieutenant Rakir at your service.
And welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, where, yeah, last time we finished what was basically what if a town in the Hollow was basically like every other Persona game, huh? Because I only realized that a bit too late that you could see those drowned ideals as like people's shadows, like in the Persona games. Though more in what they wish to be instead of what they, well, denied about themselves.
Or more of dreams they had and drowned out for one or other reason. Like some were probably like, it's good to pursue your dreams, but it's good to realize when you should continue or break off on it from it. But also that should not be continued.
And yeah, we've also got a rank up waiting here with Yishuan, so let's see what she has to say. Not much, apparently. Yishuan stands before a tree, gazing intently, lost in thought. Take a closer look. Yishuan seems to notice something and snaps out of her contemplation.
Oh, it's you, Belle.
Hey, Yishuan Shippu. What are you doing here?
I'm having a conversation with it.
With the tree? Following Yishuan's gaze, you look ahead in confusion. Is he talking about the tree in front of you?
I'm talking to this tree.
Line skipped.
It says the weather's nice today, so it's in a great mood. But it's been watered a little too often lately, and it's feeling a bit too full. It hopes we can water it less often in the future. Little birds have been coming to perch on its branches and sing lately. It's very happy.
The tree really said that? You're not messing with me, are you?
You got me. I'm just joking.
Thought so.
I knew it. I figured something must be off, seeing you talking so much.
Part of me hoped she wasn't, but also not. I'm also not surprised that she was joking.
Yeah.
Even I can't hear specific thoughts from trees.
Wait, what?
Wait.
But I can feel them.
Each one extends her hand, placing her palm against the tree trunk.
I can feel its emotions. Soft, gentle, joyful. Want to try?
She takes your hand and presses it gently against the tree, just as she did before. Her palm is soft and her fingertips are cool to the touch. Being so close to each other, you can even catch a faint scent of sandalwood from her.
How was it? What did you feel?
From the tree or from you?
It felt great. I mean, not like feelings for the tree or anything like that.
You're talking about me then, I suppose. It's all right. Perhaps because you haven't stayed long enough here at Swabian Temple, this tree hasn't opened up its heart to you yet. Everything has a soul. One day, you will be able to feel what I'm feeling right now. And...
Everything has a soul, including the stones you're stepping on each day. Just imagine us walking around and just constantly hearing, ow, 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 ow.
If it works for you, feel free to stay longer here at the temple. Give it some more time for this tree, this landscape, to grow used to your breath and your presence. For me, too.
Okay, everything has a spirit. Alright then. We are not going to check out Yuzaha because that's, I believe that is, green is events, so... Oh,
Almost what? Are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Audio and all?
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember doing that just in case for yourself, you say it often yourself, always something.
Yeah. Okay, we've seen this one before, so we can speed through it a bit. Basically, he's he thinks he's screwed up with his cooking or something, so he's buying a bunch to, well, get a taste for it, try to decipher things, but it's really because he put in... here we go. Yeah, catnip extract. Like, I'm pretty sure Fufu would absolutely love that, but yeah.
I don't think she would for...
Long day, huh?
Again, I think I mentioned this before. Someone did try catnip on some cats and larger cats. Some had a reaction that they were getting interested, and others, and I think it was the tigers, did not like it. No, the first ignored it, they kind of looked more annoyed by it, I think.
Okay.
Again, it was a while ago, and it was like just about before we went to sleep, so...
Let's see. It's been a while since Senior Shunguang left.
By the way, Belle, you remember Senior Shunguang? Did you ever tell her about those visions we saw of Senior Ye?
Not yet. I only managed to say hi before she rushed off in a hurry. She made me promise not to tell Shifu that she was there. Probably some kind of secret mission, huh?
Hello, Aurora. Hope you're doing well today. We haven't seen Fufu yet.
Besides, what we saw were just visions of Senior Ye with Sarah. Since we only have fragments, telling her without knowing the full story might mislead her.
Good point there.
Makes sense. By the way, Fairy, remember the spot we tagged for periodic ether fluctuations? What's the status there now?
The spatial fissure has stabilized to a traversable state. Connected area, old mining site. Recommendation: proceed with investigation within the current stability window.
Yeah, we also saw, or Bill and Wise saw more of Yi seemingly working together with Sarah. So...
Sarah used Idhari's ability to determine the direction she and Senior Ye both went. Looks like we need to check out that old mining site soon. If we find any more info, we can always update Senior Shunguang then.
Sounds good. Shifu might have made some arrangements behind the scenes. I hope Senior Ye's doing all right.
Let's see. Well, I'll be keeping an eye on Fufu then. However, on that fateful evening when the exalted overseer Meverak met her end, a storm intertwining with the fates of the Yi siblings was already brewing in the depths of the Lemnian Hollow.
Does the Creator actually exist?
Isn't what you see right in front of you the best proof? The Creator knows your nightmares, knows your fears. They even know that side of you that you've been so carefully hiding. Why keep running from who you really are?
Huh?
The Creator has never been stingy with rewards for mortals who help fulfill their grand purpose.
Didn't say that to the dozens upon dozens of exalters who lie dead in the hollows.
Your dearest wish will be fulfilled by them alone.
My wish.
Yes, buried deep within your nightmares. The thing you fear most. The very thing you stop, no matter what it costs. The one with the most terrifying consequences. Your wish is to stop this scene from ever becoming reality, and the authority granted to me by the Creator can momentarily reduce those fears of yours to nothing. I've merely tempered the onslaught of those nightmares. If you want to sever the connection between your sister and that sword, then the Creator is the only hope for you.
Xiaoguang.
Okay. Chapter 5, On the Precipice of the Abyss. Everything that happened when the Hollow remains shrouded in mist, and for now Sibling Temple is still bathed in tranquil, peaceful, everyday calm. Okay, wouldn't be surprised if she managed to mess with his head more than just what she said, huh?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I already noticed this. I think there is something on here already. He's afraid of the sword, and why would... I feel like there's something about the sword. There's a hidden agenda there. Like, she's saying they will help her prevent that sword thing going on. But that might be another reason for her to help him.
Yeah, that she wants the sword. I'm
Yeah,
going to guess that might be the what was it, the Qingming sword?
Yeah, it was something that, like, I think the creator is a real entity. However, if it views itself as a god or just doesn't care as long as you help it, it's fine. It doesn't care what you call yourself, basically. But it might be a case of it want to get rid of the blade or put it to use for something else and corrupt it. Like,
Yeah.
there's something going on.
Or it's just Sarah who is after it for her own purposes. Okay. Perfect timing, Belle. Everyone from the temple went out with Belian today to help the neighbors, so it's just us left at Sibling Temple. Yeah, this is something I've seen people complain about on Reddit and such, is that they kind of messed up by introducing Yixuan too early, and thus each chapter they have to find an excuse to keep her busy and away from things. Because, well, otherwise as a Void Hunter she'd basically just kick everything's ass we come across, huh?
Yeah, though, we should probably have expected it since a Void Hunter and she's been in rather high rank. For people who do not know, people of high rank are usually busy with meetings, paperwork and all that, like... Right, the captain is stepping outside of it, I think.
Okay, sorry about that. Someone stepping into the room. I forgot to turn the live sign on my door.
Oh dear.
That's
Right, I was saying, people with very high status are all usually busy with meetings, employment, meetings and a lot of other things. But you could see them field, but just be ready that they will be busy elsewhere, which I think is a good move. I don't find the excuse for she actually will be busy with a lot of things.
like, we know that Miyabi, the reason she's very available generally, or at least when after we meet her and such, is because she is deliberately dodging meetings and such.
At least tries to.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, one thing I would definitely put as I've already mentioned this as well.
Look towards the closet next to Wise.
Fairy just peeking in.
Yeah, I just noticed an eyeball over there.
I saw that one sort of a bit ago. I was kind of waiting just for you if you'd see it. But yeah, I said this before, but they rushed it too much with the disciplines that Belle learns and such. Like, it probably would have been better if they'd spread those out over this entire season. So yeah. Well, hopefully something they can improve, hopefully something they can take a lesson from when it comes to Season 3, which I think they've already started teasing things about.
Alright, and I would not be surprised if a lot of these things happen due to they were heavily crunching on time, but they should have been at home sleeping.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's see. I was about to ask you to help tidy up the guest room. Next time when Senior Sun comes by, we can ask if she'd like to stay over. Just then, some pretty lively laughter and chatter comes from the outer courtyard. Is everyone back already? That was quick. Should we go check it out? Go out and see what happens. Okay, not... Ignore them for a bit. That's for something else, for the looks of it. There she is. Whoa, even my wife doesn't know about my secret stash. How'd you figure that out? Gotta hide my porn somewhere else now.
Oh, full of.
Though there may be ups and downs, wishes come true in the end. That's basically saying I'll scrape by on my exams. You see that light brown hair and pretty red ribbon again.
That music.
All things in this mortal world are bound by fate. Patience, patience. Let me peer into the secrets of heaven.
Oh, please, help me out, young Shiffle. My rooster with the pretty tails. Been gone for 3 days already. Oh, could you define whether a yellow weasel spirit might have taken him?
Audio missing? Is this symbol of Zun as wind? Zun stands for the rooster. It also means to enter. Yes.
When did Senior Shunglong arrive? That tone. It kind of reminds me of Ishu and Shippu. Is she divining for people?
Hello, Oscar. Coming into the room. And of course he beelines for the bed.
Don't worry, man. Your rooster's perfectly fine. Judging from the hexagram, he's simply chasing after his destiny and freedom out in the vast world beyond.
Oh, is that so? But he is already quite old.
Huh?
Okay, are we talking about a literal rooster here, or...
Oh, now don't you worry. The young shifter here knows her stuff. Don't let that young face fool you. She's got real skills. Why, just the other day, a delivery truck from Good Goods came rattling down the road, and the back door flew clean open. Whole load of cargo was about to spill out and hit someone. Then this little shifu strolls by, gives a wave, and whoosh, everything pops right back in. Back then, nobody even knew she was Sweebian Temple's acting temple master. Folks were just saying her moves had the same flair as Ishwin Shifu's.
Okay, did they... Some of her... Why are some of her lines missing like this? Like, I think there was a time when Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail both had issues with some of the voice actors, and that their characters were just unvoiced for certain parts until later. But they've already... Let's see, they're already like... yeah, 2 versions after this, and I think the next one... Actually, I think 2.8 already released, but that would be Chapter 7, because, well, Chapter 1 comes out on version 2.0, 3.0 and such. Okay, there must have been something wrong or something. It was nothing. I'm just glad no one got hurt. Well, look here, little one. The fortune slip says, when lofty trees meet the wind, a single thread of fate is quietly woven. Your kite didn't just fly away, it helped connect your wish to the stars above. When you grow up and you're as tall as those trees outside, you'll be able to reach up and catch both your kite and your wish again. Yes, she is very obviously trying to be similar to Yichuan, but she's kind of fumbling the whole spiritual master part of it, huh?
Yeah, I guess she's very good at the physical part of fighting and such, and what they described her doing with the truck there earlier, but yeah, these parts she probably is struggling with.
I think I'll just activate these whenever they're in the room, because they aren't trying to get up on the desk as much these days.
Probably a good thing.
Senior, what are you doing?
The once chatty acting temple master freezes at the sound, a flicker of a red-handed embarrassment flashing in her eyes. Junior? Oh, you were here. Today the weather is fine and clear today. What I mean is, Junior, you're here. When divining solemnity comes first, so you should address me as acting temple master. Got it?
Yes, acting temple master.
Yes. Everyone, my junior is here to remind us that today's auspicious hour has passed. The heavenly signs have dimmed. It's no longer suitable to divine further. That's all for today, everyone. Should any troubles arise, you're always welcome to visit Sibling Temple. Junior, there's something important I need to tell you. Come with me for a moment. I hope I don't have to keep
moving.
Trying to keep her cool, Senior walks off to the side, mysteriously beckoning for you to hurry up and follow her. Okay, I hope there's just a few missing lines here that I'm not going to have to voice her for the entire chapter.
That was close. Almost blew our cover there. Thanks for playing along. Looks like Bow Lion's intel still needs some work.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait.
Acting temple master? And that Bang Boo backing you up. That's not Bee Lion, is it? It looks more like Bow Lion. The one who secretly snuck down from Yunquay Summit to train at Phylum Heights, right?
Wait, did you sneak off with them? Oh, come on. Look, we thought Sibling Temple would be unattended today. Shifu and Senior Fufu are both out, and if someone shows up for a divination, I'm technically the most senior disciple here, so I thought I'd just fill in for a bit.
The other day, I was hanging around Waifei Peninsula when I ran into little Bow Lion. Turns out it snuck down the mountain too. We both nearly jumped out of our skins, thinking the other had been sent to drag us back to Yunquay Summit.
Okay, so they both snuck out, but not together.
Yeah, and I think I know this was to happen. Like, again, they bragged about they worked overtime just to get all this done through dedication, for dedicated the love in the story. But I feel like there's a reason that you should do it as much as they bragged about saying they did. There's obvious reason you should not do that. But I feel like there's a chance some of the voice lines got corrupted and lost, and they need to redo them. And as we all know, actors are busy. Even voice actors, and bloody heck, voice actors are busy.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of this thing has happened due to that, and the developers really should try to calm down and take time they need to finish it in a calm manner and not work overtime and rush it when you do that, this will happen.
Yeah.
And this is the mild case of what might happen.
We met so briefly last time that we didn't really get a chance to chat. Why did you sneak down the mountain, Senior?
Well, for certain reasons, I'm not exactly allowed to leave Yunquay Summit as I please. Shifu had me in seclusion training for ages. It was so boring I could scream. Just after I came out of seclusion, I heard Shifu had to head into the city for something important. My brother and Senior Fufu probably went with her too, right? Talk about perfect timing.
Yeah, I think she's talking about when they were basically asked to come talk to the mayor and such.
Senior Shunguang's brother? That must be Senior Ye. Sounds like she still doesn't know what happened. Telling her now would only ruin her mood. I'll find a better time later.
These days, Little Bo Lion and I have been traveling around Wi-Fi, doing our part to fight evil and help those in need. Oh, and we've heard tons of stories about Shifu and your past adventures. Stuff like foiling the Exaltus conspiracy, resolving crises in the Hollows. Just hearing it all got my blood pumping. But then, my grand adventure hit a teeny tiny problem. I kind of ran out of adventure funds. I left in such a rush, I didn't bring enough with me.
So I'm
Adventure
guessing you've basically
funds.
been bumming at the temple every night or so?
Just when Bowline and I were about to give up, a figure suddenly zipped into sight like whoosh!
Oh?
That was you, Junior Belle. You're my lifesaver, and the only person I can depend on in Wi-Fi now. Please, please, you're the only one I'm close with here. You'll take us in, right? Pretty please.
I know that voice.
Oh?
I feel like I know them. Especially how they spoke there about pretty please. I feel like I heard that
You
elsewhere.
You're making it sound too formal, Senior. Swabian Temple is a Yunquei Summit chapter. Naturally, it's your home too. If you move in, things will only get livelier. Of course, we'd love to have you here. My brother Wise and I both live here, and there are other disciples around too. If you ever need anything, we can always help out.
Perfect. But now that you mention it, I do have one teeny tiny little favor to ask.
Oh?
Feel free to ask me anything. What can I do for you, Senior?
First, call me Senior a few more times. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, for love of.
Huh?
You don't want to?
Sure, no problem. Senior Shunguang?
Yay! Well, I never get tired of hearing Senior, but given the situation, just call me Xiao Guang for now. My brother and Shifu call me that. And can I just call you by your name? Oh, and about who I am, could you keep it a secret from the others for now? It took a lot for me to sneak down here. If word gets out, Shifu will know in no time and have me dragged right back up the mountain.
You just drag her up by one of her floppy ears.
I was just to say, by the ears or tail.
Yep. It's pretty easy to say that she's a fox siren, but it's, as opposed to Miyabi, her ears are floppy. That makes it look like she has just very long hair instead, huh? Though she still has long hair, but...
Yeah, how do we know they are fox? Like, I wonder the reason that there are foxes come in other colors. Like, I know you always knew there was a red and alpine white fox, and of course there's the fennec, golden, but only reason that there's are the Canadian black foxes. So the question is, if she's a fox, what kind of fox is she?
I guess we'll have to see. Let's see.
Yishu and Shifu's usually so carefree. I didn't expect her to be so protective. I promise. If anyone asks, I'll just say, you're my friend who admires Yunquei Summit's way of training. They haven't seen you before, so it'll be fine.
Awesome! You're the best, Junior Belle! It's settled then. Don't worry. While Shifu's away, if anything happens during our adventures, your Senior will protect you with everything she's got.
Yeah, since she isn't really dressed in typical Yunquei Summit attire, I'm guessing people are going to assume that she's not a disciple yet.
Yeah, she does have some of the colors if you look around her neck. That is the orange and...
Black and white, and yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if that's count as black or very dark gray.
Though, if she wants to keep up the charade, then she'll have to call Bell Senior and get called Junior by Bell. So...
Uh-oh.
This is my first time being a senior. It feels so fun and satisfying.
As Jiao Guang speaks, you hear a voice calling for help from the door. You hurry to the door.
Young masters, my name is Old Zhao. I'm a miner who lives not too far from here. Something's happened over at the old mining site. I ran into some Swabian temple disciples on my way here, and they told me to find one of Yishu and Shifu's new disciples.
The old mining site. What's going on down there?
Some of our workers, and one of Banyu and Shifu's apprentices. And now they're all trapped there by the miasma.
Oh, great.
What are miners doing there? Isn't Porsa Lumex under a work stoppage order? As far as I know, the acting manager is definitely supposed to be enforcing that.
Well, it's not technically a production zone. The place had been mined out and abandoned. They started shutting it down years ago.
Okay, then why are you there now?
The shutdown was interrupted by the miasma disaster a decade back. Hardly any miners or their families made it out alive. They left their equipment behind, and the mine faded from public memory.
Okay, so it's more like a salvage operation than production?
Lately, people have been saying the miasma's thinned out, almost like an ebbing tide. Which got some clueless, promotion-hungry manager thinking it would be a great idea to send a team in and see if they couldn't start things up again. A few miners who had survived the disaster wanted to go back and pick up some keepsakes, so they volunteered to join the team.
Oh, for
Now
love
look at the
of...
mess we're in. That apprentice was supposed to be their muscle, but he hasn't made it back either.
Apprentice?
Porsa Lumex already managed to rescue a few, but no one knows how long it'll take for the rest to get out. I couldn't get in touch with Banyu or Shifu, and the helpers Porsa Lumex sent didn't exactly put my mind at ease. So I came to ask for help from the masters at Swabian Temple.
Don't worry. Please, lead the way. I'll go with you right now.
The old mining site? That's exactly where Sarah and Senior Ye went. Perfect. I can investigate, get some solid leads, then tell Xiaoguang about it. And me too, Senior... Xiaoguang, I'm coming with you. Sir, we've got a few things to discuss and prepare first. Could you share the location with us? We'll head over right after.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I need to hurry back to help now. I'll be counting on you both.
After leaving the details, the miner rushes off in a hurry.
Belle, you look like you wanted to say something earlier? Saving a few people trapped in the hollow is a piece of cake for me. Trust me, I can handle it alone. You stay here and keep Swabian Temple safe. I'll be quick, in and out, promise.
I couldn't say it back there, but you've been in seclusion all this time, so I guess Shifu and the others haven't had a chance to tell you. The truth is, before we came to Wi-Fi Peninsula, we didn't just run a video store. My brother and I have another job. We also take on commissions as proxies.
Proxies! So that's your specialty. No wonder Shifu, who rarely takes on disciples, made an exception for you two. That means we could actually...
Yes?
Yup, we could head into the hollow to save those people. You looked really worried just now. We just gotta let my brother know about the situation first.
Yeah. Helping those in danger is part of what it means to be a disciple of Yunkui's summit. Besides...
Wait, does that mean that she was just planning on rushing in without a proxy or something and probably get lost in the hollow herself?
No.
My brother and I actually go way back with Banyura Shifu. It's been years since we last spoke, but he really looked after us before. If his apprentice is in trouble, I can't just stand by and do nothing.
Okay. I am curious what the deal is with him and all that.
So you know Banyua Shifu too? He's helped us out a lot before. Let me try to contact him now.
You try to reach Banyue Shifu, but there's no reply. So you decide to tell Weiss about the situation first. We do know that Krampus had an interest in him for some reason. So it might be that we're coming to we might come to blows with Krampus now, huh?
Master, Banya is currently inside Lemnian Hollow and cannot be reached at this time.
Fairy says Banyue Shifu is in the hollow. Maybe he already knows about the trapped miners and his apprentice.
Sorry, may I ask who Fairy is?
I am Fairy, a Type 3 general-purpose AI equipped with total sequential integration. I am also Master's supreme assistant, the most versatile companion for hollow navigation, data processing, and life management. Last but not least, when Master makes questionable decisions, I offer a modest spark of wisdom to keep things on track.
Okay, Fairy's intent on coming to the forefront again. Also, hello in chat, Sub-Zero. Hope you're doing well today. And hello to you too.
Hello, Miss Ye Shengguang. I have forwarded your lifestyle preference analysis report to Second Assistant. That is, the Master's rather clumsy brother, as an important reference for arranging your guest room.
Hey.
Miss Xiaoguang, if you're curious about Master's little secrets, such as how many snacks they've been secretly hoarding, whether they talk in their sleep, or which hand they squeeze first when they get nervous.
Fairy. Okay, why is... Okay, so we now know that does indeed work still.
I told you that everything works. We had that happen before.
Yeah.
You just didn't pay attention.
Okay, but yeah, thank you for the follow, Sub-Zero. Let's see, I'm doing good. In bed right now, it's so cold. Sorry to hear that. Maybe you could pull an extra cover over or something. But then again, just getting out of bed would just make you more cold. Okay, at least I hope you can enjoy the stream in the meantime.
I can also provide you with a report of equal depth. After reading it, you'll understand Master about 89.75% as well as I do.
Fairy, maybe we should talk about that later.
Thank you, Fairy, but I think I'll try getting to know Belle on my own. It's more fun to discover things little by little. I'll leave the Hollow Rescue and the guest room arrangements in your capable hands.
Understood, Miss Xiaoguang. I respect your spirit of discovery, and I look forward to building a peaceful life at Shuibian Temple with you.
Okay, why has Fairy taken such an interest in her?
No idea. I do agree with her that I do enjoy learning about people and characters of such a game. Maybe knowing all about them up front before I even started the story.
Yeah.
I'm okay with some chunk, but I do like to learn more along the way and see them evolve. That adds to it.
Yeah,
and not
like I said before, that is why I avoid the character trailers, demos, and such.
Yeah, trailers I find usually fine, depends how they do it, but they should give you the baseline or some fragments to give you something to start with, basically.
Yeah. Let's see, Sub-Zero. Yeah, lol, you knew is the Zone Zero? No, we're actually in the second season, chapter 5, actually. So, yeah, also this is our 46th stream of the main story and the Hayton stories, so, yeah, we're quite deep in.
I guess Fairy can be considerate once in a blue moon. Alright, back to the matter at hand.
Once in a blue moon, but never to you, Belle Wise.
I know that the blue moon is an actual thing, I just don't know what counts as a blue moon. Like, blood moon, red moon, I know what that is. I missed a few of them, sadly. But what counts as a blue moon, I wonder?
Let's see. I can just do a quick Google.
I think I sometimes heard it's called a harvest moon, but unsure how correct that is.
Let's see. A blue moon is the second full moon in a single calendar month, or the third or fourth full moon in a single season. Okay. So does it have less to do with it actually looking blue and more just, well, happening more often than expected or usual?
I guess.
Belle, you and Xiaoguang should head back first and get ready to go into the hollow. I'll set up the HDD to support you.
All right, the first team up between Phaethon and Xiaoguang begins now.
Phaethon? Wow, so you're the legendary proxy I heard about a few days ago. Sorry. Saving people comes first. We gotta focus on what's important.
Is she going to start fangirling out like Vivian? Fairy has a preliminary grasp of the situation there. Some people from Porcelumix have been rescued, but their manager, one of the miners, and Ban Yu's Shrifru's disciple are still missing. Bell, Xiaoguang, Eos is ready. Do you want to start the hollow rescue now? Let's go.
Oh dear. Oh, go ahead and read.
An abandoned mining site that ceased operations long ago. The catastrophic miasma outbreak many years ago turned it into a no-go zone. What the heck is that? It's the giant freaking drill?
Okay, I like some of those plants there. It don't look like a combo of a palm tree and a flower.
Huh? Were there always flowers like these in the hollow?
I think I've seen flowers like these before. And they don't seem to show any signs of miasma corruption either.
Wait, what?
That ties back to what old Zhao mentioned earlier. Miasma in Lemnian Hollow seems to be receding like an ebbing tide.
Well, we all know what follows after an ebbing tide, though.
Maybe this is one of the signs that the miasma is getting weaker. Places once swallowed by it are starting to show traces of life again.
Is that
Yeah,
so?
but
I feel like I've seen these white flowers before. A long time ago. But where was it?
Alright.
yeah, I'm pretty sure flowers normally don't grow to that size. Like, for clarification, people, I have seen flowers of that size in other games, and all that, but this one seemed extra more like they taking the place of a palm tree in a way.
I'm not sure she's talking about those flowers, because those are
Yeah.
blues. They're talking about white flowers here.
Yeah,
That doesn't matter now. Let's keep going.
which makes me wonder, are these blue and normal?
Let's use disintegration to clear the obstacle.
Okay, it's not just the Huh. Is that a flaw in the translation or script? Because it's clear they're blue, not white.
Someone's calling
Ready.
for help. Over there. Request received, dear. Time up.
Yep.
Dear, please leave a 5-star review for today and delete any prior complaints or negative comments. Otherwise...
Hello,
What
Dylan.
the-
You'll make sure I get back safe, right? You have to understand how important I am to this operation. If I can't submit the mine reactivation safety report...
Of course, that's where his worries go instantly.
Please kindly shut that little mouth of yours. I almost envy how blissfully clueless you are. After causing this mess, you don't even realize it.
Just how much trouble he's in.
How does that saying go? Don't put your foot in your mouth.
Causing a mess? What do you mean?
Oh, you know.
Listening with a reckless fool isn't in my job description. I'm only here to deal with a customer complaint you filed a few days ago. Who knew you'd run off somewhere this dangerous? Finding the quickest and most efficient fix for every complaint. That's the mission of our TOPS cross-department customer service center. Just think of me as your preschooler's self-service guide. Want me to switch to the kitty navigation mode while I'm at it?
Bloody. Okay, I like her. The way that she does with her eyes says a lot by doing very little, and then she honestly like. I like her personality and. Oh bloody heck! The personality on her.
She's also telling this jackass exactly what we all want to say about.
Yeah, that as well.
You?
Okay, also have good. Got cold, so got a BRB again.
You're muted still.
There we go. Got to mark that to cut it out. But yeah, basically, we used to have this happen before my current technically lost job when we were streaming in the afternoons, because Wednesday is also a market day around here, and one of the things my family typically does is get deep fried cods at one of the stands there. So yeah. I'll probably be nibbling away at some of that at some point. I will mute for that.
Hey, Dylan, we meet again. What's TOPS Cross-Department Customer Service Center? Weren't you with Krampus?
Shh, times are tough. Gotta keep a few side gigs to stay afloat. Judging by that look, you didn't come here for sightseeing either, huh?
We heard people are trapped here. My friend and I came to help. If you're also here to rescue people, why not join us? It'll be safer that way.
Okay, I probably made a bit of a misassumption with Zhao, because it seems that she's pretty... Well, at least she has a lot of access to the funds of Krampus, but I'm guessing Dylin here either does not have as much access, or she just ends up spending all that she gets anyways.
Me? Oh, I'm just an unlucky call center operator who came chasing down a customer complaint.
Bit of an audio glitch there for a second.
But hey, since we're all friends here, I'd be glad to help if you promise to leave me some good reviews so I can eat my quota today. Oops. There I go, running my mouth again. As soon as I say yes to something, trouble pops right up.
A few more ethereals emerge nearby, so you tell the manager you rescued to take cover. Oop. Ah, there we go. Yes, Shunguan. During battle, press the ally skill button, and Yes Shunguan will enter the field, unleashing an EX special attack on enemies. After use, the ally skill will enter cooldown. Okay. Did we get a... I don't remember if we got an intro for Dial-In here, but maybe that'll start later. There we go. A bit delayed. Okay, when Dial-In uses EX special attack consecutively in a short time, she will perform a 3-hit combo of rock, paper, scissors attacks, accumulating a massive days. Dial-In accumulates positive reviews over time or by hitting enemies with specific skills. With at least 90 positive reviews and a chain attack window. Okay, that's a bit of a wrong grammar here, I think. With at least 90 positive reviews and a chain attack window is opened by using chain attack, EX special attack, get lost, or quick assist, forward call the next character to switch in as their chain attack upgraded to an ultimate. Okay, so basically, fill up the bar, and next time that you can chain to someone, they will use their ultimate instead.
Judging by the way you fight, you're from Yungray Summit, aren't you?
What?
That's...
Yunquay Summit? No, no way!
Okay, it showed a combo there, or Special, normal attack, special, normal attack, and repeat from there. Okay. I'll have to try that on the next combat. This is awful. Since you're the rescue team, get me out of here first. Are there any other more survivors ahead? How am I supposed to know? Just get me out of here first. Oh, my whole body hurts so bad. Ow. That might be because you got thrown around like a freaking ragdoll, and honestly speaking, the way he was grabbed by the leg earlier, yeah, that probably should have torn it right off. You organized this startup event or whatever it is, and you don't know how many people there are? I arranged for someone to escort you out. If you keep trying to mess around, I can't guarantee the coordinates I leave will be accurate. There's also a minor and a young man. Saving lives comes first. Let's keep moving. Okay. Get rid of that. Oh, hello. Okay, you're the minor. And there's the guy. You're here to save us, right? I'm fine. I'm not badly hurt. But you need to help that young man, quick. Young man? Where? Right there. Look down and you'll see. Right below us. A kind-hearted young disciple from Yuan Shifu's martial arts school came with us, doing his best to keep us safe. He tried to help him, but ended up getting stuck at the bottom of this cliff. The miasma is so thick down there, I don't dare go any lower. All I can do is wait here. Don't worry, we'll find a way. Thank you. I'll leave it to you guys.
I guess some grammar errors and such is likely also from even the translators.
The exalt tests were wiped out. Why are these things still here?
I guess the translators were got a heavy workload to translate in a short amount of time.
I thought the defense force wiped them all out. Didn't expect to see stragglers here.
Yeah, that's the thing with smashing groups. They'll always end up scattering, and typically some get missed unless you manage to completely encircle them.
Leaving loose ends like that isn't a good habit. Seems like this place has got more uninvited guests than I thought.
You there! Speak up! What are you doing here?
Bunch of snot-nosed brats.
You?
After being ignored, Xiao Guang looks a bit flustered.
Talk now, or we'll stop being nice.
Good cop, bad cop. You are ignored again.
Listen, friends, that's not how you interrogate someone. He's got the right to keep his mouth shut, you know? That's fine. He can stay quiet. But if he can't show his worth, we can always hand him over to the defense force. Hey, you. I've heard that some folks in the defense force hate your kind with a passion. If you end up in their hands, by the time you're ready to talk, they might not be in the mood to listen. Right now, you're basically an employee trying to pay off your boss's debts after the company's already gone under. No matter how you look at it, you're the one taking the loss.
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't tell them I said it.
Yes, she's a smart one with this, huh?
Weren't you acting all ready to die a minute ago? Giving up already?
Well, to be honest, the defense force would probably just cut off both his legs and then toss him back into the hollow.
I've had enough of living every day in fear. It's all because Lady Sarah suddenly decided we have to go searching for some ancient array.
Array?
Of course it's Sarah. What kind of ancient array?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got no idea. We've been running around like headless chickens for days, no clue what we're even looking for. just said to keep an eye out for anything that looked like it was hundreds of years old or didn't belong here.
Okay, that's... like, something like that would probably stand out like a sore thumb, but... Look, it sounds to me that some of the Exaltists might be growing a bit disillusioned.
Honestly, I don't think she even knows what she's looking for herself.
Could also be the case.
Rotten luck. I thought joining the Exaltists would turn my life around, but not long after I signed up, the Overseer died. And now I'm just running and hiding, living in fear.
Oh. They're the new guy, basically.
Okay, that helps explain it as well.
You know what? Just hand me over to the Defense Force already. I'm done.
Don't give up hope. You can still turn a new leaf and start over.
Like, you could go get a dog, get some friends, get an old VW bus, and go looking for mysteries to solve.
Whatever you do, don't get a car that's covered in to look like a dog with fur.
Okay, I was referencing Scooby-Doo. You're referencing Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I just said just meant to make sure you don't do something like that. Just don't think, oh, I can get all in one. Don't. And for people wondering, I know the cartoon, and I know the live-action movies, and I never liked them.
I know I saw some of the cartoon, and I've seen parts of both of the movies. Though from all of them, I'd say that I found the cartoon the most enjoyable, probably because it's less long periods of stupid with that.
Yeah, I found both annoying. Scooby-Doo I like, but not Dumb and Dumber. Yes, I felt like I was growing annoyed whenever those were on TV. I tried to watch them, see if I could understand it, even as a child. But even as a child, I just felt like, what the heck is this?
Start over? The only ones starting over are the sacrifices Lady Sarah reverted back.
Oh,
wait, what?
Got some nice intel here.
Sacrifices reverted? What do you mean?
Look at her face.
Oh, that's complicated. After Overseer Mevarok died, the Creator gave Lady Sarah some kind of power. I saw it with my own eyes. She turned several sacrifices back to normal. No trace of corruption at all.
As in back to people, or?
She called it, return to the origin.
In the visions, Senior Ye said Sarah freed him from his nightmares. She must have used the same power.
Stuff like that's way above my pay grade. But ever since Lady Sarah inherited the Creator's authority, she's gotten more and more mysterious. No one knows what she's up to. The only one still tagging along with her is that gloomy guy.
Gloomy guy? Also, you idiots get paid? Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh no, could that be?
Master, your heart rate just spiked to 140 BPM. That's caught red-handed stress levels. Your brainwaves are showing intense activity in the panic topic change zone. If you try to change the subject now, your pitch will rise by 15% and your speech speed by 40%. Credibility predicted to drop below baseline.
Belle?
We should prioritize saving people. How about we just restrain him for now and question him after?
Yeah. What matters now is finding the trapped people. I'll hold him in place for the time being.
Oh?
Well then, let's keep moving.
As in pinning him down or staying here with him? Darlene's smile lingers, faint, knowing, but she doesn't oppose your decision. Okay, she knows we're hiding something. Oop. Hello, this is a new kind of ore
The
or
path
something?
is blocked by rubble.
That's a massive piece of rubble. Let's take a look around.
Are these corruption crystals or something? A huge boulder is blocking the tracks, and with what appears to be flammable ore scattered around. Maybe you can try using disintegration to detonate the flammable ore. Okay. You don't have enough flammable ore here, but that minecart over there is packed with it. First, activate the tracks to transport the minecart here, then blast through the obstacle by detonating the flammable ore inside the cart. Okay. So, just adding some, interact with the lever to light up the currently activated track. Once the correct track is activated, you can interact with the minecart to move it over to the obstacle ahead. Once the minecart comes to a stop in front of the obstacle, use this integration to detonate it and clear the obstacle.
Looks like we need to pull the lever first to
Yep. Did it a bit too soon.
Then we need to push the minecart to the rubble, right?
There we go. Okay, so we're going to be having... see, getting shoved to the line. Hello, Renzi. Hope you're doing well today. Get in the zone, the Zenless zone. 0. Okay, should probably take a good distance. Okay, I was actually expecting a bit of a bigger boom there.
The trapped person should be inside.
Better use disintegration again.
Alright. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. Okay. Hillyan?
Thanks for saving me back there. I'm Ningtian. How should I address
Chen.
you all?
Rep 2493. Dylan here. No need to thank me. Though, if you really want to, feel free to hop on the TOPS website, navigate to the bottom right corner, and click Contact Us to send a nice little thank you email. Don't make the title too dramatic, though, or the system might flag it as spam. Something like, Commendation. Perfect service from Cross Department Rep 2493 would be perfect. What do you think?
Oh, bloody heck.
My friend here was just joking. She works at TOPS. Just call her Dylan. I'm Belle, disciple of Yunque Summit, now training at Swabian Temple. This is my friend Xiaoguang. She's a mystic too. And this is my assistant Eos. We heard people were trapped in the miasma here, so we came to help.
I see. It's rather embarrassing to admit, but some miners had asked Shifu for help, saying they needed protection while recovering valuables in this area.
Okay, I think we can see where this is going with Dylan. She's going to be trying to nudge people to give her positive reviews whenever possible, huh?
Oh dear.
Shifu happened to be away at the time, so when I heard the miasma in Lemnian Hollow was receding, I thought maybe I could handle this myself. After all, I've trained under him for some time now. But I underestimated how dangerous it was. I got separated from the miners and ended up trapped here myself.
The Shifu you mentioned. Was it Ban Yue Shifu?
Yes. Do you know him?
We do! Not long ago, he helped me and my companions get through some big trouble. Helping his disciple now is the least I can do.
I see. What a coincidence. It's not safe here. We should go. The hollow's unpredictable. Please, be careful.
Okay, that's all 3 rescued. Zhao? Okay, what are you being sneaky about?
I'm not very skilled, but I'll do my best not to slow you down.
Don't
Okay,
put
just
too much
playing with
pressure on
swords.
yourself. Another pair of hands is always going to be helpful.
More
Thought so.
creatures. Our time playing hooky is valuable too. Is unforgivable.
Yeah, what now?
Or playing hooky, like sneaking off. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, hello there. The heck was that? Yep. And yeah, welcome back, Banyu Shifu.
Oh right. That was his. I thought his name was Beelion. It was the only Bangbu's name.
Bowlion. Beeline is the Bangbu at Sibling Temple. Bowlion is the little scamp who snuck down. Yeah, this is Banyu. Did you?
Bowlion and Beelion are both Bangbu's.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you'd call him a Bangbu, he'd be insulted.
Yeah,
and,
well,
I think you could see you wouldn't want to insult him.
Yeah, I think Beelion is an actual name, but I feel like it's a. Well, for some reason I thought, okay, they probably choose that name for it felt like a pun for Banyu here, but now I realize, oh wait, this guy's named Banyu.
Let's see. Renzi, things are crashing on my end. Sorry if I don't stay for long. No problem. Hope things will stabilize on your end, Renzi. Let's see. Banyu. When Banyu consumes adrenaline or triggers a perfect dodge, he accumulates Wrathful Fires. When Wrathful Fires are at or above 120, Banyu can hold attack to enter the Visage of Wrath state. While in the Visage of Wrath state, hold attack or hold special to automatically execute combo attacks, dealing massive damage. Okay.
Banyu Shifu always shows up right on time.
Fret not, I am here.
Yeah, I think you can see why I described him before as like a Street Fighter character, seeing as the instructions there.
I was just to say, is that Bug? But no, that's you. Oh, for love of. Like, okay, that's. Now the main characters play different and all that, and have the different controls, but this might be a little bit.
Yeah, there was just two different combos that are just alternating attack and special. But I think some of his combos do get a lot more complicated. Hello there, big boy. Or big boys.
Just as I thought, there's more of them.
It is no issue. He's not much of a threat. Keep yourself safe.
It looks like his quote-unquote dodge is more like a sort of block. Yeah. He doesn't dodge, he blocks instead. Okay, Vision of Wrath.
These monsters look new, by the way.
Yeah, we've seen similar ones, but not of this specific type, I think. Let's see, we use special attack, get lost. Yep, upgrade. Okay, just need to wait for a chance to swap there. Right. Let's actually see this one. Actually, Oh. Okay.
Is everyone okay?
Shifu.
Thanks for stepping in, Banyu Shifu. We feel much safer with you here.
Thank you for helping out.
Miss Dylan, your aura seemed shaky when I arrived. Is there something on your mind?
Nothing.
Sorry, Shifu. I acted rashly. I thought I could save people, but I only ended up putting everyone at risk.
Don't do it again. Tomorrow morning you owe me 300 strikes on the practice dummy.
Yes, Shifu!
I've told you before, your fists must be able to defend yourself before they can save others. Compassion only counts if it's as solid as your punch.
Yeah, kind of really can't. You can't really defend others if you can't defend yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Resistance beyond your strength is a second disaster. You reached for the drowning and became the stone pulling them down.
Yes, Shifu. I'll remember this, and accept my due punishment when we return.
Banyue Shifu is usually so humble and easygoing. Who would have thought he'd be such a strict teacher? Very different from Yishuan Shifu.
Yeah.
Banyue Shifu, do you still remember me?
Yes, Xiaoguang. I saw you when I arrived. But when facing an enemy, all distractions must be put aside.
Right. Facing an enemy is like holding water in your hands. One crack and it all spills.
I'm guessing she studied under him for a while?
That's why, no matter how strong or weak your opponent is, you must give full focus. That's something my brother and I learned from you when we were little.
Yeah, underestimating your enemy is a quick way to get your own ass kicked, huh? Even if they are weaker, it could be that they've got some trick plans.
Yeah.
It has been some time since I've seen you last. You've grown taller, and your heart is as bright as ever.
Wait, Xiaoguang, were you Banyue Shifu's disciple?
Oh, I don't consider myself worthy of being called a true master. I only showed Xiaoguang and her brother a few basic moves before they went to train with Yishuan Shifu. Now I just run a martial arts school, teaching people how to fend for themselves. That's all.
You're far more than that.
You're a disciple of Yishuan Shifu from Yunquai Summit. I've heard your sect is full of gifted mystics. It's an honor to meet you.
Oh, Yunquai Summit. When we were fighting earlier, I couldn't help noticing your sword case. It looks very interesting.
Yeah, what is up with that, actually?
Ye Shunguang of Yunquai Summit. Inside that case must be the Qingming sword, right?
The Qingming sword? Xiaoguang, you... Then that means...
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yishuan Shifu told me about the side effects of the Qingming sword. You just did all that fighting. Are you feeling all right? This is all my fault. I shouldn't have let you come with me on this rescue mission without knowing the full story first.
Hey, relax. See? I'm fine. Shifu must have told you all the scary rumors about this sword, but probably didn't mention the sword case, huh?
Okay, I'm going to guess that's supposed to keep the side effects at bay or something?
Don't worry. This case is something Shifu crafted after years of research. It keeps me safe from the sword's price. I can channel the case to defend myself. As long as I don't break the seal and draw the blade itself, there's nothing to worry about.
Okay, then what are the other swords that she was working with?
Here's the thing, Captain. We have seen something similar to this before. With another swordmaster's sword.
Yeah, Miyabi.
Yeah, no, it was a bit differently working, but she only draws her sword. Once she draws the sword, she needs to use it, but it cease kind of calms it down, I think. It's been a while, folks.
Okay, so we've got a few more parallels between Miyabi and Xiaoguang here then, huh?
Yeah.
Both Fox Thyrans, or very likely Fox Thyran, and sword masters, swords that come with costs.
Really?
It's true. If you don't believe me, you can ask Banyue Shifu.
Yes, that is what Yishuan Shifu has explained.
Okay.
You scared me. I thought my recklessness had put you in danger.
Even so, Xiaoguang, you should always be cautious.
Let's see. Hello there, Cider. I always figured Shunguang is a dog Thyron with her floppy ears and big fluffy tail. That could work as well, yeah.
Yeah, again. Which kind is the question?
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Please relax. Shifu had me train in seclusion over and over to reinforce the effects of the case. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here in one piece right now. Speaking of which, I have a small favor to ask. Please keep my presence in Wi-Fi Peninsula a secret.
Yeah, also, how you doing, Cider? Been a bit?
Did you sneak down here?
Yes? But this isn't the place to talk. Let's leave this place first, and then I'll explain everything to you.
Let's see. I'm doing a quick look on the fandom wiki, which of course it's fandom, so it's not fully reliable. Let's see. Siren. Let's see.
I think they sort of use that name, which makes it rather more confusing.
It's going to somewhere, but I'm not actually... Let's see, is it in the lore part or something? I should probably not be careful not to read anything that's actually to be discovered yet. Let's see, Thyron. Okay, 0 results there. Fuck off with your ads blocking everything. Where's the gone? Of course, fandom has gotten even worse with now absolutely blocking the ability to remove their stupid ads that autoplay and just drink up your data.
That is illegal.
It's species. Okay, it just says Thyron. Nothing specific beyond that. Oh well.
Oh, my. Sorry to interrupt. I stepped out for a moment only to witness a touching reunion, but my supervisor's probably about to show up.
Okay, apparently some are saying that she's a horse Thyron. Okay.
Oh. The tail I could believe, but the ears?
The ears are a bit oversized for that, perhaps.
Yeah, no, at least... Like, I don't know all kind of horses, but the question is then, what kind of horse has those kind of ears? Like, I haven't seen, I might seen goats with maybe something similar ears, but I don't recall horses with that kind of ears. Like they're donkeys, sure, with long ears, but... Then we have the wrong tail instead. I mean, the donkeys I know of, it's extremely few, don't even have that kind of... Like, they have long ears, but they're not really fluffy as much as... They're not fluffy as far as I'm aware.
Let's see. Apparently, in a live stream, it was confirmed that she's a Akhal Teke horse Thyron. I'm guessing that has to be a special type of horse breed with bigger floppy ears or something. But even then, hers seem to be very oversized. Yeah, agreed, Cider. Fandom wikis were a mistake. For people not to know about that, the fandom, or the company fandom, basically bought up a ton of actual fan wikis and basically got rid of everyone, shoved in as many ads as they could, and yeah, basically don't update anything at all. So if you're looking for info on some sort of game, when you're looking for, well, game wiki, avoid fandom if entirely possible, because they're just bullshit.
Is it this also the case that they actually harmed a term?
Yeah.
With a name? Like, in the past before them, fandom Wikipedias were just Wikipedia is made by the actual fans, hence fandom. And now this company called Fandom has basically what I feel like ruined the term. And
I'm not fully sure.
Confusing.
I'm not fully sure if the company itself is called Fandom or such, but basically all the wikis that they run are a title.fandom.wiki or something like that. But yeah, still just bullshit. Okay, but I wouldn't have expected her to be a type of horse siren. Yeah, the ears definitely seem way too big for that. Anyways, though...
I've got some things to take care of, so I'll head out and let you enjoy your reunion.
Also, with supervisor, I'm going to guess she means Jiao.
Thank you so much for today, Dylan.
Let's see, it's either she's not a horse siren.
Getting you all into my debt's gotta be a pretty solid performance boost, huh? Don't forget to leave me a good review, everyone!
Wait, what?
Let's see. Cider, I think it's joked at some point and people taking things too seriously took that as canon. Maybe it could be that when I look around here, it says that it was confirmed in a live stream, but could just be a joke that was taken too far. So, I guess for the moment we can presume that she is another type of fox siren. Anyways, enough on that. Dylan's petite figure gradually fades from sight.
Shifu, we've rescued everyone who was trapped, so shall we?
Yes, let's head out.
The sound of everyone's footsteps fades into the distance, but Dylan, who left earlier, returns from the way she came, with a knowing yet slightly mischievous smile on her face. At this moment, Dylan hears some unusual voices from the deceased coming from up ahead. Okay, so... is it going to... she can dial in with the dead or something?
No, Lady Sarah! I'm begging you, have mercy! Please! Why? Why? That Yeshuyan, you think he was truly devout enough? You knew it all along. You knew that he...
The pleas for mercy came to an abrupt end. Okay, so she's investigating Sarah as well. Let's see. Cider, my friend suspects she's actually a Tangwan. That actually sounds similar. If you remove the H, it basically forms the last part of their name. But what exactly is that? Is that a type of fox? Let's see. Tangwan. Mythological creature, which is a symbol of auspiciousness in Chinese mythology. Okay, immediately the first image it shows on mobile here includes Xiaoguan. So... okay. It seems that basically all of the top search results about this are about freaking Xiaoguan. Okay. Oops, looks like I've stumbled upon some secrets again. Mission comes first. Let's wait and see how things play out.
Next up, we're off to see that impatient supervisor.
Joe just standing here like, you know I can hear you, right?
How does it feel to play the role of a warm-hearted person? I'm not warm-hearted. Just trying to get some good reviews to boost my performance. And helping out my new friends along the way. You're really getting into it. As your colleague, I would like to remind you not to forget about the task. The task? Do you mean from Tops or the boss? You're a cunning one. As Krampus's judge, whose orders do you truly follow? Whose will do you carry out? Can there be any other answer? I'm just joking. You're always so strict, Senior Zhao. I'll retrieve that thing myself. So, did my kind-hearted senior come all this way to lend me a hand? Lend you a hand? Even as colleagues, there has to be some sort of exchange. Since the boss allows my code of conduct, I won't act without the chance of receiving something in return.
Okay. We know at the end of the last chapter that Zhao informed Dailin about Banyue. So I'm guessing they're going after him.
Just as I expected. Don't worry. I don't intend to owe you a favor so lightly. After all, you are a meat-eating rabbit, Senior Zhao.
Is that a Monty Python reference with it?
Good, you understand. If you mess up your mission, cleaning it up will cost extra. You'd better start soon to avoid complications. I have no intention of giving up my own target, but I'll have to wait a little longer. Wait for what? Don't forget, when I checked its operation logs, I confirmed. It's the Purge Unit Type 0. Or in other words, the killing machine designed to suppress miasma. Haven't you also visited the place where Tops deployed it all those years ago and confirmed the truth, as you call it?
At these words, Dailin lowers her gaze and her smile vanishes entirely. A scent of blood fills her mind, her gaze sinking into a cold, scrutinizing stare. Dailin slowly walks through a stretch of long, silent ruins within Lemnian Hollow alone. Okay, time for a flashback. The silent rubble echoes with endless resentment and wailing in her ears. Dying screams pierce her eardrums like shards of glass scraping against her nerves. A blast erupts amid the chaos, tinged with the smell of rust and the sharp curse, and crashes to the ground, gouging a searing hole in her mind. Thick, viscous wails flow forward, and the halved words severed by slaughter, like barbed anchors, drive deep into the listener's eardrums. When she closes her eyes, the voices of the dead clamp around her throat, turning into bruises that coil and spread, until the sole listener seems to taste the blood in her own throat. Drawing herself away from recent memories, she lifts her eyes again, and the coldness that once swirled in Dylan's gaze is gone.
Don't worry. I'm not questioning the accuracy of your information, Senior Zhao. It's just that there's yet another thing to chase down.
Okay, that very heavily implies, well, quite a bit, huh?
Dear. Oh dear.
And let's see, Cider, no, Zhao has just had to build a reputation in order to be taken seriously in the cutthroat business world. Can't really... That's completely understandable, seeing as, well, she looks like an Easter Bunny advertisement. Okay, but yeah, that just tells that appearances can be deceiving, huh? And she definitely makes use of her appearance a few times.
What is it? Earlier in the hollow, did you hear any strange sounds? Hearing the dying voices of people inside the hollow. Your ability certainly expands Krampus's intel network. The boss will use anyone as long as it benefits Krampus, and I've got no objections to that. But tell me, are you showing off your ability in front of me right now?
I'm curious about this boss they're talking about.
Oh. Kinda hurts that my favorite senior is being so defensive with me. I'm not talking about the voices of the dead.
Okay, it sounds like one of the neighborhood cats has snuck up again. Snuck up to the floor that I'm on again because I can hear their bell as they're moving around. Which, actually, we call that cat Charlie. I'm not actually sure if that's his actual name. But he is actually really good at sneaking around even with that bell around his neck. So if you can hear the bell, that probably means that he's relaxed inside here. Seeing as he often sleeps on the couch overnight. Okay, let me actually go take a quick look.
Alright.
Okay, no, it wasn't Charlie. It was a pair of bells attached to a... what is it? What is the word for it again? Like one of those vacation bags, coffers, or whatever. I'm pulling up full blank on the name for it. A baggage bag, whatever.
Those with wheels?
Yeah, it's just apparently one getting moved around for something.
Okay.
Anyways, so just a dumb little thought to lighten the mood a little bit. With them being displayed at its equal heights about here, I kind of want to imagine that Zhao just pulled a freaking stool out of nowhere so they can actually look eye to eye.
You mean like a certain cat from the Monster Hunter Stories games? That always magically something they can stand on to be in somewhat higher height to the rest of the characters.
Okay, I've only seen bits of those games played, but I would not be surprised at all seeing as those can be a bit more silly. It's also pretty serious.
As it is, I played the same game, I haven't finished it yet. I played the third game and might be able to finish it for its more quality of life and it's very rhythm and such, but I've been stuck in grinding things and got sidetracked on other things, but I plan to continue the story, but I feel like we could stream that one. The only thing is you will probably need to do some grinding between the streams.
Okay.
That's the only thing I will warn about.
And yeah, at some point Oscar seems to have snuck out. And from the looks of it, put a few more holes in the cover of the door, but oh well, it is just a cheap cheap curtain shower that I hung over the door to block out light. Okay, for some reason, there's a window right outside my room that looks out onto basically the wall of the next building over, and for some reason that thing basically acts like a mirror with the amount of light it reflects. So,
yeah, I see what you mean.
Anyways.
It's my own voice.
Wait, what?
Huh? Your own voice? Mm-hmm. That's why I find it so interesting. Hearing strange sounds in the hollow isn't anything unusual for me. But hearing my own voice? That's a first. Could it be that I actually died a long time ago and forgot about it? And what stands before you now is nothing but a shadowless ghost.
Okay, now you're just teasing.
You should cut back on these lame jokes while you're on duty. I'll look into what you mentioned. Just remember, stay focused on the main mission. No problem. By the way, that poor Salumex idiot I saved, what are you planning to do with him? Saving him did make your entrance more believable, but anyone who takes credit for acting on their own is always unpredictable. And I don't like that kind of unpredictability.
Okay, what are these two up to? And yeah, agreed. Cider. Oh, and Oscar's back. And I think I just looked away just at the exact moment that something happened.
Flowers drained the miasma.
Okay, that would definitely explain why it's ebbing. Because it's being concentrated in the flowers. Let's see. After leaving the hollow with Banyue, Shifu, and the others, Xiao Guang tells them everything that had happened.
I finally managed to finish training in seclusion, only to find out that Shifu, my brother, Senior Fufu, and Senior Inhu were all away from the temple. I was so bored. Since I haven't been back here for so many years, I wanted to come and see it for myself. I thought, if it were you, you'd understand.
Fine. For now, Ishwan Shifu won't hear anything from me.
Really?
But you have to promise me that you won't put yourself in danger or use the Qingming sword. During the investigation, wherever you go, I'll go with you.
Banyue Shifu, you are the best! I promise!
By the way, what should we do with the Exaltist we captured? Should we hand him over to the defense force, or...
Okay, now I'm done with the deep fried cod.
We can question him a bit more first. But before that, Xiao Guang, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
I have something I want to ask you, too. Since you spoke first, you go ahead.
Actually, Senior Ye didn't leave with Ishwan, Shifu, and the others.
You tell Xiao Guang about what you hid from her.
I was gonna ask whether you'd been keeping something important from me. You look so nervous just now. I didn't expect it to be about my brother. Sure, I can be a little reckless and all, but my brother's always been discreet and level-headed. If he made a choice like that, there must be more to it than it seems. Since you were already looking into his whereabouts, let's go together and get to the bottom of this.
Shu Yuan has always been careful in what he does, but in case something has gone wrong this time, I'll help you with the investigation.
So, you're not angry?
At first, I was a bit angry when I sensed you were hiding something from me. But I'm also relieved you didn't continue to keep it from me.
Okay. I was confused there for a bit because it sounded like something was flapping or something, but no, it was Oscar licking the scraps off of the plate I put away. Freaking orange glutton. Okay, now you're just going to sit by the door to be let out? You figured out how to open it before. You can figure it out again.
I'm sorry, Xiao Guang. My brother and I were hesitant at first, but based on the information we have now, you deserve to know.
Yeah, plus she was going to learn that he was up to something with Sarah, so better that she gets somewhat informed beforehand.
I understand. You were just worried I might act recklessly. But don't worry, I promise from now on, no more going behind your back. Please promise me you won't hide anything from me anymore, okay?
Alright, I promise. Pinky swear.
Pinky swear! Now, let's ask the others for more information.
Xiao Guang's expression returns to normal as she turns to the captured Exaltist.
The person you
Not
just
leaving
mentioned,
after all?
the one always with Sarah? Was it Shu Yuan from Yunquei Summit?
Yes, that's him. Just some outsider who defected halfway through, yet Lady Sarah trusts him more than any of us.
What?
Why did he defect? Do you know?
To meet the creator, of course.
Then, what do you need the ancient array for? Aside from searching for the array, are there any other plans?
Lady Sarah got her hands on some old beat-up book. Ever since she brought it back from some market in Phylum Heights, she's been obsessed. She ordered us to search for the array, said it's key to our audience with the creator. As for anything else, I've got no clue. I'm not that high up the chain. I've been busting my back all this time, never complained, never quit, and still, I'm worse off than some guy who used to be our enemy.
Why would my brother get involved with the Exaltists and take part in such a dangerous mission?
He really only joined because of the freaking sandwich bar, huh?
Wait, what?
Again, making a Shaggy joke with him.
Oh.
But yeah, it sounds from the voice that Gylin heard. I'm going to suspect that. I'm going to suspect that he knows that he's going to try and backstab her or something. So maybe it is that they're both just using the other one until they stop being useful. It just depends on who will backstab the other one first. So I'm not entirely sure if he's actually defected or just playing the double agent.
Perhaps he's already secretly contacted Yishuan Shifu and plans to wipe out the remaining Exaltists in one strike.
Seems that Oscar's in a bit of a wishy-washy mood, going between the windowsill and the bed.
If that's the case, why would Shifu possibly keep that from me and my seniors?
To avoid tipping off the Exaltists unintentionally.
Or perhaps there's a reason he didn't tell Ishu and Shifu?
In the vision I saw, Senior Ye said he wanted to save someone, and that it was connected to his nightmares. He also said before that he hasn't slept well since returning to Waifei Peninsula. Xiaoguang, do you know anything about this?
Nightmares. Has my brother been having nightmares again? Sorry,
I just had a bit of a realization that if Sarah has the ability to take those nightmares away, it could also imply that she gave them or gave him those in the first place somehow. Though it sounds like him having nightmares is more of a maybe more related to something else.
Xiaoguang seems to have recalled something unpleasant. Better ask her about it later. I was just curious. This info doesn't sound too reliable anyway. Let's focus on something more concrete. Since Sarah was last seen at the porcelain market, let's start from there.
I can come along tomorrow and help you all ask around. Consider it my way of thanking you. I want to be the one to hand these Exaltus remnants over to the defense force.
That's fine by me.
Okay. Thank you, Ningqian.
A moment later, after parting with everyone, Ningqian doesn't hand over the person to the defense force as promised. Get out of here. Go far away and find yourself a new life. You're letting me go? Just, who are you? Are you one of Lady Sarah's people? Did she send you to help me? You were played like a fool. Did you really think she cared for you? Played? What that's supposed to mean? That woman, she's too obsessed with the creator. There's no way you can trust her. Looks smart on the surface, but might just be another pawn being played like a fiddle. But I don't think that person will succeed either. They seem to be living for others too, not worth my sympathy. But what on earth? Pawn? That person? Someone who actually thinks I'm worth trusting. Whatever. Why am I even telling you all this? Just go. Forget about the Exaltus and everything that happened today. No need to thank me. I simply have no choice myself, so I wanted to try giving you another choice. Okay, what is up with you? Ningqian's expression remains unreadable as he watches the stumbling yet light-footed figure disappear into the crowd. And over at Sibling Temple, after a day of commotion, everything has finally settled into silence. So Banyue Shifu and Xiaoguang knew each other from way back when. Xiaoguang's far stronger than the ordinary person. Now with Banyue Shifu, We should totally be able to guarantee everyone's safety. That'll make things way easier. I'm still worried about the Qingming swords. Yeah, I get what you're worried about. I mean, look at what happened to Yishuan Shifu's sister and all those sword masters that came before. And then your memories, senses, and even your life drained away. It's way too heavy a price to pay. I think I might have just made a bit of a connection. Like the Qingming... Okay.
I keep my headphones on though, you can continue.
The Qingming swords drains memories away and such, and the miasma also has to do with memory, so could those have something to do with each other? Like, was the sword maybe forged from miasma or with miasma? But since Yishuan Shifu placed a seal on the sword case, she must have discovered more about the side effects of the Qingming swords. For now, let's just trust in Shifu. From now on, we should be more careful. It's best to avoid letting Zhao Guang get into any dangerous situations where she'd need to draw her sword. Tomorrow's investigation. Hope we can find some new clues. For sure. Alright, Zhao Guang's guest room is all set up. We referenced Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis report. The other seniors at the temple helped out a lot, along with Belian and Bolian. Go and check on Zhao Guang. When we first came to Sibling Temple, Senior Yi and the other disciples were super sweet to us. Now it's our turn to treat Zhao Guang to the best. Okay, gentle words and quiet rests. Getting closer and closer to level 60. Hello there. Everyone pitched in to perfect the place. Hope you like it, Zhao Guang. Do you like the room? Anything else you need? Wow, you managed to make this place so neat and beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you all enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Just call me Senior Guinyong, like Junior Bell does. She told me you were really interested in our training at Yunbei Summit. Since we've got this connection, we at Sibling Temple will naturally show you proper hospitality. Thanks, Senior Guinyong. I have no idea if I'm actually saying that correct without, well, a spoken example. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. It's totally different from traveling alone. I heard this place used to be even livelier. It'd be so much better if everyone were here. And then you can just stay here without worrying. You can wait for them all to come back. Yes, Zhao Guang. Make yourself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me your bell. Okay, then this is my little home in Palem Heights now. You both must be exhausted today, right? So why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Yingguang goes to rest. Wing Yuan, maybe? Everyone's so thoughtful. Too bad I can't reveal my identity right now. Once I find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to all my fellow disciples. Don't worry too much, Xiao Guang. I'll help you find your brother. I would never doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just worried about his safety. So please help me investigate. You worked hard today, so go get some rest soon. Good night, and see you tomorrow. Night, see you tomorrow.
Oh dear. And now it's time to mention something I've been thinking about.
Oh?
Like, the developers are not English, so it will take a lot of time to translate the language over to this game and all that. That takes time.
Yep.
Which means we obviously, with how they rushed some things, there's going to be mistakes.
Yeah.
And reminding me of something I learned recently from Age of Wonders team, who are Dutch.
No.
They saw a lot of things with the instant translation programs that does it rather well. However, it forced them to do some sacrifices.
No.
They originally planned to allow you to choose, like you can change your form with your character, leader characters in a strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
Originally they planned he, she, he, him, they, them, and a custom that you could write in anything you wanted.
Okay.
It worked fine at start when they went to English and Japanese, worked fine with the instant translation, for they had a lot of text that was ready to get translated and all that. But however, they had to sacrifice they, them, and custom due to they program to the crash into French and Russian as two examples they mentioned. But apparently, yeah, some languages are heavy on the gender of whoever speaks and such, or very heavily gendered, so when they try to use they, them, the translator broke.
Okay, like, having translation technology, of course, helps with smoothing things out, but it's probably also still a good idea to have a native speaker go over everything still then, just to be sure that you don't get an all your base or belong to us situation.
Yeah, and they plan to maybe change that, but the problem is they cannot change the program anymore since it's part of the system. But they originally planned to have like they, them, and all that added, but they had to sacrifice them due to their program would break and they can't afford to have a native speaker. And even then, when they had, I think, even tried to do that, they realized that is the structure of the language doesn't work in those terms always.
Yeah.
So they can go to program issue, but also to how the language itself is structured, but it can cause issues. So in this case, they wanted to have more like they, them, and such, but I had to sacrifice it away due to technical issues.
Yeah, like some languages just do not have gender-neutral terminology, I believe.
Yeah, or they have some, or have extremely few of them, or have more heavily gendered use. For when I playing the game, like you can choose whatever title you want, but I have pre-made titles for each culture. But I always got confused over, okay, there's two commanders, commander female symbol, commander male symbol. I was thought it was weird. But one of the live streams, it gave me a hint of why that is. That's probably due to the same issue. If they did not add the symbol, the program they use, a language library, will probably again crash. This is kind of sad for, again, they wanted to be more inclusive, but they can't because of the language program's problem.
Yeah.
Again, it worked for some languages, but not for others.
Let's see. So, did Xiaoguang like the room? She said everything's good. She really likes it. Looks like Fairy also prepared some casual clothes for Xiaoguang on your behalf. When the right opportunity comes, you should ask Xiaoguang to try them on and see if she likes them. And thank you, Fairy. And let's make it a surprise for Xiaoguang. Right, but first we need to find out where Senior Yi is. Sarah went to the porcelain market, and since it's got something to do with some ancient tomes, maybe you and Xiaoguang can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. I'm so curious about that ancient tome. Anyway, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. Also pretty bold of her to just stroll out into the place that's where people basically performed a terror attack on, huh? Then again, it's not like anyone would be able to connect the dots between her and the Exalted, since he looks more like your typical businesswoman.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, we did showcase a game long ago on Showcase Sunday where you could choose they, them as an option.
I think of one or two, yeah?
Yeah, it was some kind of music monster collection game, I think. I thought its name.
Cassette Beasts?
It might be that one, yeah.
I'm still interested in streaming that sometime. It is very Pokemon-like in some aspect, but it is also really a lot more quality of life stuff with a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess with that one why they've been able to use they, them on that game is this is just a guess, is they don't have as many languages to translate over to for, I'm gonna guess when it comes to bigger game companies, when they translate the games, the more languages they have to translate over to, the more limitation they have.
Yeah, I believe that's why bigger companies typically have entire departments specifically just for translating and such.
Yeah, and doesn't and not all companies can afford that to begin. Like AA companies may not be able to do that.
Yeah.
Hence why they have to use language libraries. Again, they work well until you type something that doesn't in that language work grammatically.
Yeah,
and that language program is apparently good enough to actually correct it into correct grammar. It's basically just more sad.
Yeah, like let me see how to word this. Like it is very rare to find games that actually have a Dutch dub and such, or a Dutch translation. Like the very first and practically the only one that I can think of would be Beyond Good and Evil. But beyond that, yeah, most of all games that you can buy over here in the Netherlands are, well, unless they're specifically made here, are typically just English only and such.
Yeah. English just has the benefit that many people can speak English, luckily enough. But that's not the case in every country.
Let's see. Yep, back to this, though. Meanwhile, on the other side...
So this is the side you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue. Should I call them adorably oblivious, or applaud your flawless performance?
Yep. Facing Sarah's gaze, Yixing walks out from the shadows, his expression calm.
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them.
I think we got a bit of a preview of this look of his during that cutscene where she messed around with his mind a bit, huh?
Yeah, what the heck is going on?
Ever since I returned to Wi-Fi, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became.
Yep. Okay. Tell me, after you erased my nightmare, why is it that the closer we get to this place, the harder it's become to suppress this form?
Convenient, though. I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing.
And you just pulled the cork off of the bottle, I'm presuming?
My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state. Just like when I demonstrated to you before, I made those sacrifices return to their purest state. Now they're just aimless drifters, mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose.
Okay, is that supposed to imply that they are returned to their human shape?
Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself. They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
Chosen? Okay.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade. The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains.
Right. Yeah, it definitely gives, but what it gives tends to also destroy but basically everything of the original.
Yeah, and she's offering to free her from the chains and such. I'm not surprised if she plans to. She's the truth. They can break the chain. They probably can do that, but I feel like there's something more. I suspect they may take the sword for themselves.
Yeah.
And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours. What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
Yeah, she's helping you to get to your sister.
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order. I still remember every one of the Creator's words of wisdom from when I was young, when I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch. But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen, the arms of sword wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable, all coalesced in that clearness. Look at this world, birth and death, love and hatred, our rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester, like maggots feeding on detritus. I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon, just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch.
Amen.
What I'm more paying attention to here is that flawless listener. Do they mean dial in there? And yeah, like good.
She's calling her a sacrifice.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to learn more, first off, if she is actually talking about dial in there. But yeah, at the start, well, much earlier in the game, I thought that Sarah was just using the Exaltists for her own gain, but yeah, the further in we're going, it's becoming clearer and clearer that either she is very good at playing the part, or she is actually as fanatically devout as she seems to be.
Yeah, you're not an idiot.
Yeah. Though I'm pretty sure even if these scriptures about the Creator are true, I'm pretty sure them actually quote-unquote descending upon the world would just destroy it and just leave it alone in its perfect quote-unquote order. Just with everything dead.
Power.
Yeah.
I need even more power to break through this miserable barrier.
No.
I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. There, somewhere, a grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
People being loud downstairs. The night grows heavy, and deep within Hillyan Hollow, something unknown is stirring in the darkness. Oh. A mysterious bamboo is there, standing alone in the shadows. Its little hands are clasped together, as if it's praying.
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. Very soon, salvation will come.
Okay, a Bang Boo and a machine god? Okay, that would be quite a bit of a twist if this creator turns out to be a freaking machine spirit.
I don't think it is a machine spirit. It could be a machine, though. Here's the thing. So I still think we within the Eldritch horror angle. Here's the thing. For many of them, just magic is just another technology. So what you and even take to the full so far as what you might just think is a pillar of stone. Maybe something else that you not realize what it actually is.
Yeah.
But that's a case of what we see is a machine and magic object is just one of the same for them. So for all we know, that it may just be the door.
Maybe, but the only way we can find out is to continue. A night of uproar and secrets silently sink into the deep darkness. As morning light spills across the lands, Hillyan Temple welcomes a new day, and Ning Chuai, I already forgot how to freaking say it, who brings news for everyone. I went to Porcelain Market this morning to ask around. The ginger from the antique shop said he remembers seeing that woman in red. She brought a severely damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wanted to restore it. Ancient tome, I knew it. What kind of ancient tome was it? Not sure yet. Ginger said that since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it was a difficult job, so he recommended it to one of his old customers who's obsessed with collecting antique books, Bargainer Bio. I got his address, so we can try our luck and pay him a visit, but Ginger also said he's met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. Let's go ask first. Okay.
I'm very glad that they actually say the names so we can understand, like... Again, language is fascinating, but also very complicated. As I mentioned earlier before about Age of Wonders, wanted to have more pronouns, but was unable to due to language being a problem.
Yeah, there's also the one frustration with different languages. Also, what is silent and what is not, and everything. Like,
yeah,
Zhao's name reads as Zhao, but it's the ZH is said like a J.
Yeah. Again, when we see games that do have, like the cassette game you spoke about, that have a they them. Thumbs up. That's good. But I can understand why some have not been able to, like they want to, but they just can't due to technical and language difficulties.
Yeah.
At least when it comes to the more languages you need to translate over, the more paperwork and technical issue you may run into.
Yeah.
But again, I do applaud people that try their best to at least add more than possible.
Yeah. Let's see. Final notice, eviction deadline. All claims to the above property are hereby void. Vacate the premises within 3 days or face forced eviction. Okay. The atmosphere here somehow doesn't seem very friendly.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tubbs' new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
Ugh, arrogant bitch.
You bunch of bandits!
The arrogant woman leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
All right? I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
I don't think he's going to be in a good enough mood to answer that, Belle.
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Oh?
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions.
Okay, from maybe it's just off wording, but he makes it sound like his collection was stolen, like kept, gone, and such.
Go away, all of you.
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
Okay. Guess we'll have to help him out then.
Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Biao's pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of our questions.
Oh, come on. Maybe let me try talking to him alone first to help him calm down. It might take a bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Gee, can you make it sound any more staged, Dylan?
Okay. I sort of wonder if this is, again, I suspect a lot of things slip through due to they walking all the way into the night and just dumped out info without double checking if everything went through. I'm gonna guess the voice actor did not get all the text.
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. Top's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases.
Okay, why do I get the feeling that you're behind his eviction?
And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough
I recognize her
working at
voice.
Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Oh, sounds pretty intense.
Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
You briefly tell Dylan about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Let's see, just doing a quick search for a voice actor.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
How can she be so casual about this?
Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dylan quickly returns, waving something in her hands.
All right, it's done. That Bargainer Biao is quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind tome, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us.
Okay, he would have made one really fast and actually. Okay, cryptic ancient tome. A heavily worn and mysterious ancient tome with pages stuck together from moisture damage. Its edges are tattered, inner pages torn, making many crucial sections hard to decipher. From what's just barely legible, the tome appears to document unverified legends about arrays related to absorbing miasma and suppressing evil. And as usual, there's nothing on the back.
Dylan, how did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dylan. It's like you cast a spell on him or something.
Or just, well, cancel the eviction.
How did I do that? Exactly what I did will remain a secret. But look, I've solved this big trouble for you, got you what you wanted, and even managed to save his house in the process.
Okay, just found her voice actor, Jad Saxton, as an SAX. And apparently they've also done voices for My Hero Academia, or specifically the hero Battle Fist, aka the one who can enlarge her, well, fists.
Oh.
Let's see, an Arknight character. Some I don't recognize. Apparently some names, some voices in Borderlands 3. Paladins. Okay. Wait, is he actually the voice actor for them in the show as well? Oh yeah, she's done a whole lot more show voices. It's this site again, behind the voice actors. It allows you to sort between the stuff that they've done, like movies, shorts, shows, games and such. And I'm guessing ADD stands for just advertisements and such. Let's see. A bunch of anime characters that I'm not recognizing. So yeah, they've been quite busy.
If I can see why I say call many of them veterans for, they're the voice actors that you hear a lot, but likely never seen the face of.
Yeah, which is why this site is nice.
Yeah, though, like those sites have been around for a long time, but they always felt a bit incomplete. Then again, when it comes to voice actors, like these ones we've been hearing in this game, yeah, it would take a lot of years, a lot of people to track down every damn thing they voice acted in.
Okay, looks like they also voiced Battle Fist in the show, My Hero Academia, not just the games. Always nice when they can get the same voice actors for that.
Yeah, we need to start watching that soon again.
Yeah.
Like, I know we watched second season, most likely the third. I think we've seen the fourth.
I think we were at the 5th or something.
Yeah, or the 5th was not out yet and was about to. Like, once we finish with Digimon, we should start watching that season again.
Yeah. Okay, back to this anime though.
During the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you?
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip.
A follow-up.
Just kidding. You don't actually think I'd cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person.
Wait, hold up. Why does she feel like a miniature version of Nicole? In some aspect she can remind of her, but not in every aspect. They always are different people.
Could also be the Twin Tails.
That, the Twin Tails and both want money.
What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Done deal.
Okay, she's setting up a trap for us with this.
Thank you, Dylan. You're so kind. Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
I'm curious how much of this is who she actually is and how much of this is an act.
No. Even if you have other motives, Your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything. Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move.
Also, we'll have to check how tall Dylan actually is, because this is making her look even shorter than Belle.
Bargainer Biao said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits.
Captain, we have seen them side by side outside of this. He is shorter than Belle. I think, how to say this? I think she's from. I'm going from memory now. I might be wrong here. I think she's about. Oh bloody! I think she might be. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. She might be under Belle's chest level.
Whether it actually works or not, well, that's another story.
Also, I'm getting some ideas about what this array may be, seeing as we saw those plants absorb the miasma. Hearing this, Zhao Guang perks up.
This is a matter of utmost importance. Since we've already got the tome, let's head back to Swabian Temple and discuss it there.
Okay. Zhao Guang seems to have just remembered something. Should I ask now or wait until we're done, or until we're alone?
Yeah, I should probably say this, people.
Senior
Belle is not very tall.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seemed to know something about it.
Okay.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
And the music's gone, so I think we can see where this is going.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Waifei, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much, just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell they must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents, did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Let's see. Hello in chat, Silverberry. Hope you're doing well today, and welcome to the stream.
Yes.
Hello.
It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Ban Yue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life, entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Ishwan Shifu was the safer choice.
Let's see. Silver, do you know if this Belle YZZ character they showed on their social media today will be for free, or you'll have to pull to get them? I have heard something about that, but that would be, even if well, for one, I don't know anything about that, but that's also potential spoilers, Silver, so, well, please, no spoilers and all that. So...
Banyu Shifu, did you also know Xiao Guang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Banyu Shifu. Val, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yinkui Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma.
Oh, I think we can see a potential connection here, huh?
Oh, I was worried for this.
Let's see. No spoilers from me. I skipped story. I mentioned official info from their Twitter. Yeah, I specifically avoid info about the game beyond the point where I'm at. So I have heard something about, well, something with these two. But yeah, I'm not going to try and I'm not going to look into it if it's to confirm it. So I'm just taking that as rumor right now.
After we settled at Yinkui Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Wi-Fi has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Yeah, he's subconsciously remembering things, perhaps, from things he's seeing here. Or just knowing that he is closer to that area is making him anxious, which leads to the nightmares returning. At those words, both Yi Xingguan and Banyu were forced silent.
Let's not dwell on the past. It's getting late. We should head back and discuss our next step.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Zhao Guang and the others gradually fade from view, but Banyu lingers. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more. Okay, I was just about to speculate on whether he doesn't even know what happened, or what seems to have happened back in the day, 10 years ago.
Please. Please. Our two children are still so young.
I wish I could see them grow up. And not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Banyu back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Okay, there is definitely more to what happened then, huh?
Yeah, oh dear.
I've also got a suspicion about this miasma disaster from 10 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if that array absorbs miasma only to release it en masse later. So, well, like I said with ebbing, it would... Well, the tide would eventually rise again.
Yeah.
Their existence transcends mortal measure, standing with the divine, or perhaps... In ancient times, there were sages who could communicate with the divine. Observing the celestial changes, they knew miasma would converge during the peak of celestial. They built this array, gathering and purifying the miasma to restore the world to... With the array complete, Tough the Evil With the array complete, though the evil is subdued, yet there's an H missing there. To summon, desire to awake, power, array core, willing sacrifice as the key, sincerely devout. Do we leave this method if that descends, the consequences are unpredictable? Okay, that seems to be referring to the creator.
Yeah,
After
but
reading the
there's a lot
cryptic
of
tome.
words that could be mistaken from one word to the other. Like they said, it could be devilish, it could be devout.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of those moments where I feel like if the Exalted had some of those books not properly translated and restored and all that, a lot of things can go wrong.
They could also have a serious case of confirmation bias where they will assume certain words to be, well, certain incomplete words to be different than they actually are. Okay.
And it's an ancient book. Now, we don't know how ancient this is. So if it would be an ancient book, you would expect them to have more difficulty reading it, since ancient would mean likely that is a very... Like, we all know how language, again with hopping on the language, not only language is complicated from language to language, it also changed over the years.
Yeah. Let's see. After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
There's little you can do about that.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Wait, going in aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So you think we should reach out to the people from back then about the array? Makes sense. I was too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does. Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunquei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Sibling Bay area.
Is it just me, or does it feel like a bit of a filter is missing there?
Yeah, like, we haven't heard her speak like this before, but... Yeah, she usually have a filter. Again, it's not like they were bragging about how dedicated they were about working all the way into the night, but I feel like we're seeing you done that, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Take breaks, sleep.
Don't worry. Some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Sibling Bay. They might have some information about the array.
Sibling Bay. I'm pretty familiar with that area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set.
I'm still somewhat suspicious of him, of what his true goals are and such. Like, is he with the Exaltus or not? Using the address as Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Like, was he releasing that guy just to be kind, or...
No idea. I will say this again, people. Well, I'm sure if I said it, maybe in this topic I said it before, but I should probably say this proper. So I'm not surprised if I see this happen more in other games. And this is probably general good advice for in everything in real life. Take breaks. Sleep.
Yeah.
You will make mistakes if you work on something with the low on battery. Basically, if you don't sleep proper, you will make mistakes.
Yeah, like I'd hope that once they are done with this season's contents, that they'd go back to fill in the blanks and such, polish things up some. Though of course they'll probably be working on season 3 as well. So, I guess we'll have to look at things. Like, if they go back and polish things up, then maybe with Season 3, if there's still stitches that they're missing, dropping, etc., it might be better to wait until they're done with the entire season before continuing.
Yeah, or at least, like, they've had done half of it and done it proper, so they can start releasing in chunks, give themselves time to finish the other half proper.
Yeah.
A bit of a good planning, but with what they... Again, when people... Over the years I started to move this more, when then people say we've worked through all entire nights for several weeks in a row, like it's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, because you're more likely to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had to stay here, this place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. The past fades like dust. It's been years since you faced the past. You must be feeling pretty conflicted right now. Yeah, Ningqiang and the others got here before us, so they must have gone down already, right? Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kind of nervous. Hey, doesn't that miner up ahead look kind of familiar? Looks like it's the person we saved earlier. Let's start by asking him. Yep, that guy right over there.
No, I guess also you could say is, like, I understand the idea of deadlines, but I do feel like, I think we said this in the long time past, if you give a developer or anyone a unreasonable deadline, you're gonna end up making them stress and do a lot of bad things that will, like, overworking just to get it done in time, due to, which only makes things worse.
Yeah. Let's see. Wow, that Iron Uncle's hands are huge, even bigger than Daddy's. So cool. Don't call him Uncle. I told you before, stay away from him. It seems like you all don't really welcome that guy. There's nothing much to say about it. My baby. If they were still alive, they would have been 17 this year. Saving someone, that's a kindness. Not saving someone, it's nothing strange. We were the idiots. Shouldn't have put all our hopes on a metal shell. Mommy, why are you crying? Don't cry. Mommy, don't cry.
Oh, wait. You know he was meant to fight miasma, but... Oh no.
Yeah,
this is case again, something went wrong. Someone rushed it out and did not do things proper.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that Banyue got corrupted. It's you guys, the ones who saved me. So it's you. Are you feeling better? Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends. I was just thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Don't worry about it. We were simply doing what was right. And we're just glad to see you're safe and sound. But we're here today to ask about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. ask about array. Arrays? Divine deities? Why is it always... my old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then, and some who'd just moved into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area. They were always asking the old-timers at the mine about stuff from way back when. Seems like they're digging for info about some mystical arrays or whatever. Did they find anything? I just remembered that there was this guy who spoke real nice, and a woman who was always smiling. They even helped treat my old man's sickness, or illness. They were good people. Once they even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. And then, well, everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. If it had worked, maybe that disaster wouldn't have happened. If it really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. I'm getting the suspicion that they did indeed find the array and accidentally, well, expelled all that contained miasma. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details around the time of the incident 10 years ago? Any detail would help. Other details... There is something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the Hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there, but I did spot those really nice-looking white flowers blooming all over. Nice-looking white flowers? We've seen something like that before, too. Yeah, folks have been saying those white flowers are a good sign that the miasma is receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts where my folks worked, back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. Yeah, my suspicion at the moment is that those flowers are basically like a dead canary in a mine shaft. They're a signal that the array is about to pop. The area around those white flowers was clean too, no trace of miasma in sight. Back then I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened, and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived. Some moved away, others relocated here, and, well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Don't we know about miasma that it tends to give euphoric feelings when one is affected by it?
Yeah.
So, flowers that make you feel nice when you're near them could be a connection.
Yeah, though due to how they work, they seem to reduce it heavily, but you might notice the more positive effect, but if you were to stay around them for too long during a period of time, especially if they start to leak,
yeah,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, the thing probably is that the flowers aren't neutralizing the miasma, they're just absorbing and condensing it. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently, besides you, well, you're my savior, so I might as well be honest. Someone else asked me about that array stuff too. There's an I guess that's the missing H from earlier. It was this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me not to breathe a word of this to anyone else. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff and they couldn't let more people get caught up in it. Young man, could it be Senior Yi? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and was dressed in Junpei Summit training attire? Huh? No, it was nothing like that. He was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. He spoke politely and was quite generous too. If you hadn't saved me, I would have kept my lips sealed about him. Yeah, so it wasn't. Don't feel down. We still made good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. Because then Ning-chan's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Is Ning-chan being held up by someone? Let's go check it out now. Okay, angry survivor. Who's bath-mouthing Banduay, I'm guessing? Or he's just being held up by a scammer. If important matters to attend to, please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't leave, friend. I just said I see darkness clouding your vision. There is some terrible malignance locked behind those, locked between those brows of yours. Is this great master's if this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart, and if left unresolved, great misfortune may befall you. Luckily, you've met me. For just 5,000 dennies... What the hell are you talking about? Get out of here! The fortune teller looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Xiaoguang, as if finding a new target. Hey there, young lady. You have a most spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. This is terrible. A terrible omen. The stars have fallen, the moon is broken. Your path is fraught with peril. Barely a glimmer of light to be seen in the dark. My lady, you may face a great calamity soon. To overcome this tribulation, you need... What nonsense. This acting needs some work. So now you want us to pay to break the curse? Mister, while I'm not great at divination myself, I have a master who's an expert. Khan is in the north, Li is in the south. I'm sorry, but your compass is wrong. And the positions of the Dui and Xun trigrams, I'm probably mispronouncing those, they're not quite right either. We've got other matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave now. Why do I keep running into tough nuts and experts these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Even little girls aren't so easy to fool anymore. This game's getting harder and harder to pull off. At least he dropped the fucking mask.
I think this helps that many anime, cartoons, live action, and all the stories actually have brought it to light over how to spot the fakes.
Yeah.
And many of us people have grown more and more wise over the years. Even we not have the bad luck to meet those people ourselves, we've seen enough people and friends and so on and forth to see and learn from them.
Yeah, there is someone I know who can read tarot cards and such, but even they say it's more for entertainment than anything else. Like, that stuff is always meant to be vague enough to be applicable to like 50% of the human population.
Yeah.
Let's see. The fortune teller grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. Young man, your face speaks of noble fortune, but... I see a hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read the fortune I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off. Hands off, I say. Victory at all costs. Shifu always said divination was my worst subject, too restless and unfocused to get accurate readings. But this time, I choose to trust in my divination. If no word comes when that wretched creature appears, I will give it my all. Okay, so he intends to kill the creator. I'm guessing. Why is everyone staring at Banyue, Shifu? The atmosphere is getting weirder and weirder. So just going back first. Huh? Right now? I actually want to look around some more to see if there's anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Xiaoguang is so focused on finding her brother that she hasn't even noticed the strange atmosphere. Head back with Banyue Shifu first. Very well.
Yeah, something about I learned recently. Like, some of them, like that one, intentionally do it rather bad for one reason.
To make people underestimate them?
It's more of, if you foolish enough to fall for that bad attempt, they can fool you to do anything, basically. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's why many of those scams are so easily recognizable and such, like the Nigerian prince scam. The my friend is a game developer. Can you help playtest it and such? They're not looking to fool everyone. They're looking to fool people who are gullible enough to fall for it. And yeah, sadly, there are often people out there who are gullible enough to keep falling for it repeatedly.
Yeah.
See every freaking crypto thing ever.
Ugh.
Look, it really is that heap of scrap. Ashwin must have been blind back then, bringing that thing back from the hollow and treating it out like a person. Ashwin treated it with such kindness, and look how it repaid her. Standing by and watching her die. No wonder they said it was a killing machine before. That thing's got no heart. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even... Forbidden fruit test, or... Poor Ashwin... Yeah, poor Ashu. Saved such a thing and brought it back. And now she's gone, and her only brother. No one's heard from him in years. Well, anyway, Shifu, what on earth is this? Years ago, I committed an unforgivable sin. The evidence is irrefutable beyond any disputes. Their resentments, their boundless hatred. It's the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day I shall explain it all to you. You return to Sibling Temple with Banyue. I just hit upon a thought. We don't actually know how corruption affects intelligent constructs, huh?
You see what it does to some machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, not specifically to the intelligent constructs. Specifically, I've seen, yeah.
And actually, I don't think we've seen the effects of miasma on machines yet. Like, I think so far all of the miasma-based enemies that we've encountered are organic.
Yeah, like, the crystals go for, well, organic and mechanical on that, but the miasma goes for those that are already corrupted and makes them more powerful, or it goes for things that are organic.
Yeah,
like
so...
Flesh or flora or fauna, basically.
So how would it affect synthetic intelligence? We return to Sibling Temple.
Banyue Shifu, about what just happened.
My apologies. My unannounced visit has caused trouble for the people here. Oh, the blame is mine. Please don't let it trouble you. If there are words that can ease even a bit of their pain, then it is a burden I should bear.
I understand. I won't ask further. But if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be there to listen.
Thank you.
Banyue gives you a grateful look while staying silent. Soon the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Should we head out now? All set, let's head out. Okay, Dailin and Banyue.
What kind of fun job have you got me into this time?
Whatever you seek, I will devote myself wholeheartedly.
I'm here. Need a hand?
let's see, actually. Okay, 2 out of 3. Let's see. External line. Okay. Attack only or support. Wait, so... rupture and stun. Okay.
I'll show you my real value this time.
I may be whatever.
Let's see. Actually, let's go for the...
Ooh, we really harmonize.
Like, Astra just fits in basically everywhere, huh?
Kinda.
I should check the tier list that people tend to keep to see how things may have changed, but I doubt that Astra would have fallen down the tier list much.
Talking about tier list of most played or one of the other ones?
Of easiest to use and such, or most powerful and
The
so.
route has been mapped. Destination: the old mining site's residential area.
Even really? Wasn't paying attention for half a second.
You already forgotten what I said earlier?
It's
The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Qingming.
Oop.
Oh,
Kill the music
finally
right
got
away.
it right. Looks like our Xiao Guang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait. It's... Huh? That's strange.
Okay.
Xiaowang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
Okay. That's going to be that easy.
You're now connected with the Gold Star Rift.
She's just going to keep making those.
We're getting
It's-
close.
Okay.
There appears to be a barricade ahead.
Yeah, more stuff. Okay, just means that we need to find a minecart of ore to blow it up.
Blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line.
Annihilate!
Okay.
Pay close attention to what I'm saying. Let the melody move you. Surprise, high
Okay, they were already done, Dylan. Okay. An obstacle is blocking the bridge. Just like last time, find a minecart nearby, then use disintegration to detonate the flammable ore inside it and blow up the obstacle.
Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
There we go. Get rid of that as well. Okay. Actually, there's more. Not there. Anything else in and around, or that one's already been dealt with. Up over there. Okay. Oop. There we go. Is that? Yep, that's the last of them. Okay. Minecart found. These minecart tracks look more complex than last time. Looks like we'll need to switch the tracks twice to get the minecart to the obstacle.
There's a control panel over there. Now we can head back and try operating the minecart.
Okay, push it over there, then use that one. Okay. I'm guessing the bit that connects directly to it with
It still works after all these years.
might be broken or something.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's another one here.
Okay.
Alrighty, now we're finally on track to blow up. Xiaoguang, why so quiet?
This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
Okay. Yeah, she is definitely remembering things.
The other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long, like it went on forever, and it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But also cold. The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
That figure was the one who saved you and Senior Ye, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
I get the feeling he knows about Ban Yue's past.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
So that's shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must
Wait,
have
what?
some special use.
Oh,
there.
And put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
Okay, we've seen stuff float like that, but that's typically been deeper in Hollow Zero.
yeah. But that's usually buildings and not a... Well, not the natural environment.
Okay. Again, I would say these are more blue than white, but still.
I would say cyan, maybe? The middle definitely is some kind of purple.
The further we go, the more there are.
Yeah, why do they call them white? Were they way more? Yeah, I would say more cyan or teal, maybe? But not white. Could it be a mistranslation?
Maybe. Yep, and done. Okay. There seem to be more white flowers here compared to everything else we've been through. Or everywhere.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them. This place used to be so lively.
Yeah, its twin has been destroyed.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Banye, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned? Banye?
Banyue remains silent, seemingly deep in thought.
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
The surface of the stone lion statue is covered in cracks. As Banyue gazes at its base, a stream of past memories flicker deep within his core. Vicious substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis, fructose, plant fiber. Metal fingers sink into the orange-red pulp, frosting sticking to the mechanical joints. Tactical feedback, contact with soft object, classification, human gifts.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
I'm pretty sure we've not seen his jaw move once. No?
Yeah.
Background in the left. Is that the father?
I think that's the father, yeah.
And on the right, maybe... actually, no.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
A pale white flower is suddenly wedged into the joints of the mechanical arm. A strange warmth spreads along the arm plate. It's the heat from a human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Abnormal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all costs. Overridden. Banyue's core emotion module permanently activated. Mission name, Rebirth. So,
okay.
wait. Did he achieve sapience there? Sapient sentience. More of these.
I guess it was not supposed to be yeah, intelligent construct, I gonna guess.
Yeah.
But he became one.
The ethereals around here have been pretty much cleared out. I think I hear the doorbell. Okay, we're just making sure there to avoid noise in the background, because I have to edit that out later. Let's see. I think I'll take a walk by myself, see if I can find anything. Let's split up and do some investigating, gang. Maybe we'll find something. Indeed, proceed with caution. There seems to be a strange presence over here. Let's see, tightly close the door. Oh. Hello. Wait. Shouldn't these be only visible when a certain octopus lady is nearby? How are they... This
question.
This way of descent that you speak of. From your words, it sounds like not just anyone can pave it. Silhouette. See one. Of course. Only the devout, one who can completely completely surrenders body and soul, anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, can sense their presence and invoke their descent. You're beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I helped you locate the array, so you should give me more concrete details. I've already said that when the Creator descends, only I can determine where they'll appear. This is my sacred honor, and also a boundary that cannot be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would all be in vain. If you go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore. Better face who you really are, yes, Hillyan. Just remember this. Everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose, perhaps they can all become the nourishment that feeds the new order. The illusion ends here.
That was a vision of my brother. And Sarah?
This has happened before. Something in me seems to trigger a reaction from the miasma, recreating these scenes from the past. But I'm not sure how it works, or how accurate they are. If that is a recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said, the array is most likely somewhere beyond this door.
The way my brother spoke, and that feeling of briefly touching the past, what we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. And the things he said, I know my brother better than anyone. He only speaks that way when he's calmly planning something in his head. There's no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst-case scenario.
Yeah, they are both planning to double-cross each other the moment they can.
My brother must have had other motives, just like we suspected. Will you trust me on this?
I trust your judgment, Xiaoguang. And I trust Senior Ye too. If we keep following their trail, I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent word back yet.
Yeah. They went through this door.
Xiaoguang pushes the door, but it wouldn't budge.
Huh. It seems to be locked.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the Lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice. We know now that my brother and Sarah went beyond this door, but I don't want to break it or anything around it unless it's absolutely necessary. Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember. When we regroup, if I still can't remember how to open it, then we can consider the other ways to get through. Okay?
All right, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
Okay, good reason why we don't just call Banyue over to tear it open. Also, I'm pretty sure these look wide enough for at least the small kids to be able to clamber through.
Captain, go back and look again.
Hmm?
Even Belle can slip through that. And something I tried to say earlier. Belle is not very tall to begin with, but she's not super short.
Yeah.
But she's not very tall either to begin with. She's below average height, I think. Definitely below average height. So when we see characters shorter than her, is kinda not every day.
Yeah. A corner with a strange vibe. Some of the building ruins and wall sections are unusually smooth, unlike natural breaks. The scratches look more like they were carved by some kind of sharp wingtip. Are there any winged monsters around here? Banyue?
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell has long been overloaded. You couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins. It's you.
Banyue Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
Oh, wait. They could be transporting the miasma through their roots.
Strange white flowers? Weird voices? Something's definitely off in this hollow. Xiaoguang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. If our guess is right, the array they were looking for should be in that same direction.
In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Let's wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move.
Okay, I definitely have the feeling that something corrupted or took control of Banyue.
Wait. Do you remember Seed story?
Yeah.
Maybe something similar happened to Banjo.
Maybe.
Just except whatever that was supposed to control him to make sure he did his job actually took control and went haywire.
Yeah. Suppressed miasma at all costs, including eliminated those infected by it.
Yeah, like Seed had his program start doing the thing, do that as well, but he was able to remove it.
Yeah, override
Banjo-
it. Seed Senior.
Yeah, however, amazing Seed Senior, yes, but however, I think something similar happened to Banjo. Probably is he might not been able to remove his.
Could be. Could be that he has some sort of, it's maybe a sort of split personality, like the awakened intelligent construct side of him and the core intelligence of his original programming. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Why is there still no response? If it comes to that point, then I'll have no choice but to... Another illusion. Senior Ye seems to be secretly waiting for something. Was he trying to contact the rest of us all this time, but was getting blocked by something, perhaps? Yeah, it would make more sense for these things to just be the entry points, or the collection points, with the miasma being collected somewhere else. Because, let's be honest, if these things were filled with a decade's worth of miasma, you would definitely be able to notice that, or detect it.
The monster who stood by and let death through.
Wise. A place once filled with children's laughter and joy, now covered by a thick layer of dust. Even after being abandoned for years and ravaged by disaster, you can still clearly feel the dedication of its original designers. Every inch of this small area was carefully planned out, just to carve out a lively playground for the next generation amidst this harsh mining district life. It stubbornly resists being forgotten, announcing to the world that people once strived so hard to put down roots and live here, infusing joy and hope into their ordinary days. And, yeah. She comes to about chin height with the top of her hair.
Okay, she was not below chest height, but yeah, she's below shin. Yeah.
Nope.
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dylan, have you found anything?
Also, hello in chat, Jane Doe Thighs. Hope you're doing well today. Ling Ling, pick up your phone, big boy. Okay.
Quiet. Huh.
She is hearing different
I
things.
suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life.
It does make me, does make me wonder something. Like this place would have already been swallowed up by the hollow 10 years ago, because miasma doesn't exist or can't persist outside of the hollow.
Except with the use of a certain container.
Yeah. But we do know that the Porcelumex could be used to ward off the corruption and such. So combine that with the flowers likely, or this array absorbing the miasma in the area, it would have made this place a lot more survivable.
Scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
Also, hello, Dennis. Do you know Jane there? Dylan's calm expression shifts, replaced by a complex gaze blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. Let's see. Yep. Okay, they do, and they should know you. Okay. I won't ask for specifics. Let's see. She hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
Yeah, that came suddenly out of nowhere.
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Oh. And Jane does indeed remember Dennis. Okay.
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
The swing comes to a stop and Dylan seems lost in thought. Nope. Let's return to the central area. Okay, we're definitely going to... Oh, yeah. Oh, hello? Oh, great. Now they fly now.
I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Dylan and Banyu Shifu?
This close feeling like I'm being watched. It's all too familiar.
Dylan, leave it to me.
Okay. Okay, there is definitely something off with this thing. Double up. Yep. There. Okay. Full circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. It may look like an angel, but it's likely not an angel.
Yeah.
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious aura. Let me gate. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Counter it like that.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students.
Nope. Okay. Covenant Destroyer. Okay. Wasn't charged enough for this, for the ultimate, but okay. And so now we are there. And again. Come on. There we go. After sacrifice are defeated, or more the sacrifice.
The creators call.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Enough sneaking around! Show yourself! Don't forget, once we start with its illusion, but it's more devastating right by.
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about it, Mr. Dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the Hollow anyway.
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Okay. Oop.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you.
Drawing lots about who gets to leave. I'm guessing.
That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dial-In.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety.
Or that. Just sacrifice someone. Ugh.
Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late!
All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You were already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
Wrong texts.
That trick. Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
I should have evacuated. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fong! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to get out. I have to tell Auntie Fong. That medium and those people from the outside. They are lying.
Where's that witch? Where are the people from the city construction company?
Just ended up in a different part of the hollow.
Didn't you save that kid through the lot? Everything was gonna be fine? Oh, it was your idea. What do you have to say about this?
Wait, what?
I thought I'd found someone to die in our stead. But who could have known?
Wait, did the... Okay, I think I get it. The place got taken over by the hollow And, well, they'll bid it quick. But why do this scam? Just, is the Exaltus pulling shit early, or... Well, that's, shattering. Just learning that the person who you thought loved you was going to use you as a fucking sacrifice.
Dylan! 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 Dylan!
Are you okay? I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't respond. What happened to you?
I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless.
Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, trying to tempt me into giving away my power.
I'm presuming he experienced something similar from his past.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice mentioned was really from the actual creator?
I think it's more unintentionally invoking all the miasma here to drown people in their... not their guilt, well, guilt with Bondway, but what would it be for Dylan? Her anger, hatred, sorrow? Sorrow, most likely, I think.
But why is the voice only targeting me and Banyue? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice that sounds like your own whispering in your head?
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword reacted slightly in its case. The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
Yeah, that thing is definitely tied to miasma somehow.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Hillyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it.
I really want to keep following my brother's trail, but...
This isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the Elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiao Guang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
Yeah.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, starting to get on my nerves.
Banyue Shifu? Well, what do you think?
Banyue takes one last look at the sealed gate and nods. Let's see. Dennis? Man, some random mod called me a motherfucker. What? We'll need more context with that, like moderate on our Discord server, a game server. I thought you said hi in somebody's chat. Huh. After returning to Sibling Temple, Xiao Guang tells the mystics there what's going on.
So you're Ye Shengguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquei Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a Void Hunter.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, It was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you. I owe all of you a sincere apology.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to wait until we had some leads on Senior Ye's whereabouts before telling the truth. I never thought we'd come across something like that weird miasma fluctuation.
Dennis in chat. Yes, Shrunk One. Shut up. You're too cute. You deserve the praise.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of Waifei Peninsula, so I can't hide things anymore. But please, believe me. I don't have any solid proof yet, but my brother, he must have his reasons for staying with Sarah. There's no way he betrayed Yunquei Summit. We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his morals or hurt others for selfish gain.
Xiaoguang, Junior, we understand how you feel. We all know what kind of person Senior Ye is. We've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then, the decision rests with her.
Thank you for your trust. There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Xiaoguang like before. And please, help us get to the bottom of the abnormal miasma fluctuation before Shifu arrives.
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiaoguang, for now, you should remain here at Suiban Temple. Junior Bell, please stay with her.
Huh?
Okay.
Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation under any circumstances.
Okay.
But...
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here for our return, alright?
With that, Qingyan leaves together with the other disciples. Xiaoguang is left standing there, hands clasped tightly together, expression clouded with helplessness.
It's always like this.
Yishuan Shifu was worried. Worried about my safety. You understand? I've always understood. Shifu cares for me deeply. Even with Shifu's personally crafted seal on the sword case, she's constantly worried. Worried that the power of the Qingming sword might spiral out of control. Worried that I might end up like her sister, High Preceptor Jijiang. Jijiang. But having to stay behind everyone, being kept safe, watching everyone else face danger while I can only wait, it's just... That gloomy look on your face, you hardly seem like the Yishunguang I know. Being able to face any situation with composure, isn't that the kind of person you are? Xiaoguang, you're too tense. Perhaps after everything that happened today, what you need most right now is to get some proper rest and recharge. How about we rest for now? Let's get ready to receive tomorrow's news in tip-top shape. Sorry, I've troubled everyone again. Let's all get some rest today. Okay. And optional chats with Xiaoguang. I think we can probably leave it at there, looking at the time.
Wait, oh wait, isn't it supposed to 5 or something?
4 hours.
Oh right, yeah, to 5 is on the weekend.
Yeah. Like, we could go longer, but I do want to keep these about the same length as before. Plus,
yeah, and
maybe we'll do a side quest later today to catch up on some of the recorded events. I'll have to check how many of them I've actually already edited down, though.
Yeah, and I just realized, I think we spoke that we can go to 5 if we're going overtime. Here's the thing, going overtime on the afternoon is safer than in the evenings, since
you
need to sleep. Going overtime here is easier, not too bad, since we at least know that, okay, once this cutscene is done, save over. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, but before we end the stream, of course, and go look for someone to raid, our typical 10 poll, do we go for seeds or snake?
Snake.
Okay. Also, with her, it's pretty clear that her tail looks to be mechanical.
It seems to be probably the same technology as Magus, but...
Hello, Ben. The main reason I'm saying that is, well, we can see some... Yeah, it could just be that right off the NEPS, there's some sort of bolts or something, or tightening things, maybe. So it could be that it's just a cover over a tail again. Let's see, Dennis, her tail is real. Okay. So I'm guessing... go ahead.
I gotta guess, what we basically see is a protective thing over the tail.
Could be.
Let's be...
Yep, Dennis confirms.
Yeah, this thing. We've seen many creatures with tails in games as such before, and many of them people some that's in full armor, except for the tail, except with some rare occasion. I feel like developers have realized the tail may be one of the things that many things will target.
Yeah.
So it would make sense
it would be sensitive.
Yeah.
Let's see. I forgot to get these at the start of the month.
So having protected layers on the tail makes sense.
Here we go. Just restock all of that from 30 to 60. Actually, how many do we have? Should we go for this one as well, since we now have more than 10?
Sure. What is this even?
This is the standard banner. So here we can get a whole wider range of characters. Let's see. Nekomata, Soldier 11, Koleda, Rina, Grace, Lycon. Okay. Let's see. Dennis, wait, let us guess. Guess what? Which character to get? My guess, you'll get Lycon. I think that would be Lycon number 7 or so. But, yeah, shall we do a poll and see?
Is this a different poll compared to the other ones?
Yeah. So,
okay.
You can see it over there on the right. S rank guaranteed in 24 searches. So there's a good chance to get an S rank with a 10 pull here.
Why not? Go ahead. As long as it doesn't take the same resources as the other one.
No, it doesn't. Okay, no luck.
We got an A.
Okay, Nicole. So 14 away from a guaranteed S rank here. It's typically in the last 30 or so that the chance for an S rank in these spikes really jumps up, but doesn't really guarantee it until the exact number is hit. Also, just to check, how many freaking Lycons did I get over everything?
Any case to solve?
I shall follow your orders.
Let's see, 6, because 5 out of 6, so 1 original and 5 extra. 6 freaking Lycons.
I'm at your disposal.
I see that Knight is lurking and probably getting freaking jealous. Okay, but that'll be where we leave it for today then. Yeah, before we end the stream, let's go look for someone to raid. So, let's see, browser, Twitch, mute, tab. Let's see who's online. It's not too busy. We've got Nevelation, who is playing Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Ninja Starship, who is playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Kiri Natsuyoka is playing Dread Delusion. Is that what I think it is? Let me double check. Okay, I do not recognize this. Or maybe I don't recognize it because it's just in a tiny little thing because freaking ad full off screen. Next we've got Frogcast, who is playing Tomodachi Live Living the Dream, which has been very popular recently, though I've heard people have some complaints about it compared to the previous Tomodachi Lives, due to some removed features and so. But of course, those could be added in later, but then again, people were expecting more from the newest Super Mario Chargers, or the football one. And Nintendo dropped that one pretty quickly. And last but not least, we've got Ruffy Raccoon, who is playing Star Wars Outlaws. Okay. Do any of these sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
Your choice.
Let's go say hi to the frog. Because I have never played any of the Tomodachi Live games, but from what I've heard and seen of them, they are just absolute insanity. Let's see, Dennis. Everybody has been getting unlucky with polls this second half of the version. Okay. But yeah. Copy the name, head to our place. Okay, /raid and paste. But before we get started with that, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching live or later. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Jane Doe, Aurora, and Cider Delish as well. And Renzi and Sub-Zero. And yeah, Knight for lurking. And thank you as always, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining watching this madness.
And if I'm going to put these images of the cats up when they're just in the room, I might just move them more towards me so they aren't blocking you.
What do you say? I can't hear you, but there's a cat in my ear.
But yeah. Maybe we'll have an extra stream later today in, say, about 3 hours or so. It's a maybe. I'll have to see how many of the events I've actually already edited down and such. I need to... I know I did at least one of those, but I've forgotten about the others.
Yeah, like, if it's like about 1 or 2 hours, then sure.
Yeah, we'd probably limit it to about 2 hours worth of that. But we'll have to see if I even have enough to fill that in. I'd rather not do it if I've only got enough for 1 hour.
1 hour is, I could say, doable. It would be another thing if it was just 30 minutes, then it would definitely not be worth it.
So let me double check something here.
1 hour
Are any of these going to...
I would say 1 hour at minimum.
Yeah, actually hit the wrong button. Let's see. Okay, there's one other... Yeah, okay. I'll have to record this one. Not sure what this is about. Okay. But yeah, we'll see all of that when we see that. Yeah, for now though, let's get this raid started. First, of course. Yeah, maybe another stream later today, we'll have to see. Tomorrow we'll continue with Mass Effect 2, Legendary Edition. On Saturday, we'll continue with Horizon Zero Dawn. And, well, next week, we'll see next week.
Yeah.
Okay, but for now, let's get this raid started. And, yeah, thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Yes, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And miasma draining flowers.